My name is Heather Coco Senza, Coco Chanel, YSL, Mrs. Smith. Where is Dylan? Inmate Y12173. Putting on makeup, ticket stacked. Says she's working, never that. Working is just not my jam. Rainbow mom with a master plan. Cadillac CTS, she blew up. Says it's stolen, sold for bucks. Team had to go crazy in her eyes. Calls a gang stalking nationwide. Tesla glare, headlights blink. Come in me, plate stalking is what she thinks. United States of Illinois. Crazy making curated lies. Stealing all of my stuff, spies. Fake eviction notice, surprise. United States of Illinois. Remo mom, cyborg mind, nefarious. The voices amplify. Shout out Alyssa's mom. Twins gone fast, text the boss. Sent the pic, that job was lost. Pregnant again in Chicago snow. Tinted Belmont toilet, no. I'm being tech box, can't you see? Held in a tent, conspiracy. Yacht club power extension cord. Hair dryer heat, fuck the law. They stole my kid. She screams online. A newborn in a tent. She's out of her mind. United States of Illinois. Healthcare expert beyond compare. Turkey mini loaf aroma in the air. They won't let me talk to my kids, unfair. United States of Illinois. Butter filters and ear tube mic noise. Look alive, investors hear my voice. Make it make sense, paranoid. Savior making faces at the cam. Gold pumps on, thinks he's glam. Eyebrows gone, that smile's a shame. Tight pants cutting off blood to the brain. Dresses like a lady, struts real proud. Thinks it's sweet made weed legal, what a clown. Doppelganger X, which one's real? Xavier's got a button, what's the deal? What is going on in his head? Shout out to Dolly Parton. ¿Cómo es en este pinche mundo? Que una mujer está llorando, gritando, llamando a la pinche policía y nunca vienen. Pero cuando está raining outside, tengo mucho frío, no tengo fucking socks. They stole all my fucking socks. They stole all my fucking socks. Arrested, screaming, losing her shit. Don't take my mom bracelets, legit. Botox attack, half her face. They broke in and injected meat case. Pooping in her toilet again. Files police reports to the end. Feel like the kid's name scrambled tight. None of them is shit, she's not too bright. Says they remotely make her piss in her car. Excuse me, miss. United States of Illinois. I wanna file charges on everybody. Where are my sponsors? Somebody. United States of Illinois. Pancakes and duster. It's a turn up.
What's going on, you guys? Hold on, where's my thing? How are you guys doing? Welcome to another amazing stream. That was DJ Alien Hippie's new song. You guys should go sub to them if you haven't already. You should. It dropped earlier today. I gotta add like more stuff to the intro, but that's what I added before I got here today. Anyways, Heather did like 2 hours of stuff for us this week. So we'll see what this is about, and what are some highlights? I don't know, just a bunch of gibberish. Her kid went live. This is her birthday, actually. First up, if you've like watched the birth streams, you've already seen this. I think like a couple of the other streams as well. But yeah, she had her birthday this week. She let her kid go live on her phone. That was weird. Her face, she got her other Botox shot, I think. I don't know, let's find it. Also, Tim, thank you for donating the $3 pair. I appreciate you. Before I came on today, and I thought I saw someone else become like a member or something, and my thing's freezing. Thank you for becoming a good little angel. Hey, Mama Garcia. I think became a new member yesterday. Maybe I'm tripping. Anyways, let's get into this because it's like 2 hours long.
We're at the gym. Xavier,
A little deuce, yeah.
would you like to say hello?
Also sub to Local Coco. That's nonsense.
She's a drug.
You know how
So we moved.
Report.
Poor people call it burnt out.
Hey, bitches.
Okay.
So this is her shorts before her did she do a live stream on her birthday? Maybe? I think so. This is like the night of her birthday, and then she did the live stream the day after.
Hello, everyone. I just finished my Ubering shift. It's 1:40 in the morning. Xavier and I are going to hydrate because you know why? I spent my last 5 years of birthdays crying by myself. And I refuse to start this year.
She did, yeah.
I'm turning 21 again. Turn up, 21 years old. Happy birthday, Heather. And it is my birthday weekend. My birthday is tomorrow. And so, yeah, I had to work all day. I'm going out for a drink or two. And then we're going to go home like responsible adults. If you guys are in or around the Boys Town area, please feel free to pop in.
I thought she meant she was just gonna like actually legit hydrate, but apparently hydrate is a bar. And she went to get drunk at some crazy bar. My foot pedal's not working.
Hydrate.
Oh, that's sad, boys. Some of Xavier's shoes, I think they're different from last week. Remember when he was in the high heels last week? So it's like they go out every week. I have no idea what Boys Town means. What does Boys Town mean? Oh, she got home with snacks.
A country where poverty is banned. Here, homelessness doesn't
This is
exist.
a bunch of nonsense. We
A
can
country
actually
where
fast forward through this. I kept in something about a biohacking house, but that's not important either. This shit. Alright, cool.
No Packers fans allowed. The barbers are all in jerseys.
Sobriety checkpoint in your area? Sobriety is always cool and the way to go. I missed what that said there. Hold on a second. Says, broke my nail yesterday, having semi-obsessive thoughts about it every time it comes to my line of vision. That wasn't worth reading. I thought it might have been actually important or something. Did the Bears win? I don't know who the Bears are. And then this, I might have to cut out and censor. This is Heather reliving the glory days, I guess. I don't think Heather Gillespie was ever a stripper, but...
January 12th.
Alright, this is her birthday. The day, not the night of, the day of. Or not the night before, the day of.
The day a legend was born. That's right. An icon right here. I was just kidding.
Why is her thing skewed? It looks skewed, but whatever.
Real though. Happy birthday, Heather. Can you get it right here at BP? So I just wanted to jump on real quick because I've been feeling a tremendous amount of pressure since I started doing my daily vlogs, my diary vlogs. But the pressure I've been feeling has not been around like, hi, how are you, Heather? What's going on with you personally? The pressure I've been feeling is like, these people are real assholes to me, saying that like, by caring only about or mostly about, babe, can you toss it
It's the gay part of town.
to the trash, please? And please be mindful of the time, okay? Thank you.
There are not a lot of Xavier shots for Xavier Cam this week, unfortunately.
The good part
Yeah,
is
the
the
group
visit, we don't have to stop at the grocery store first. because I have the baby's lunch. Um, so, as I said, I've been feeling a tremendous amount of pressure because I'm going through it, and there is a lot of chatter that's basically making me feel selfish for sharing how I'm being affected. And the chatter is going along the lines of, you know, other people are suffering from this too. You're not the only one
Look at Xavier in the background there, walking off into the distance.
who deserves assistance, blah, blah, blah. My argument back to that is you cannot stabilize anyone else's sinking ship until the one in mine, where all of your tools, gear, team is being held, is patched up. So anytime there's adversity, I would equate that to like someone coming with a screw or a nail and putting a little tiny nail size hole in my ship. And I got a big fucking ship. So one little hole that size is not going to do shit. But a lot of holes that size is going to cause a problem. What is it? You need more? So how much is it that I gave you so far?
They really do have like a mother-son relationship going here.
So the issue being, I give you more than $1.
Who do you think has more holes in their brain, Xavier or Heather?
Okay, well here, use my card then. Give me back the quarters, please. Here.
I do think Heather is the
So
brains of
it's
the
not
operation, which is concerning.
it's not necessarily that I don't care about the sinking ship of others. It's that I am unwilling to continue to look the other way while you people who I don't even really like or agree with about numerous things in the first place. And when I say you people, I mean the ones who are giving me adversity, the ones who are voluntarily engaging in crazy making behavior, the ones who are committed to making my narrative discounted and the truth of what I've shown and shared discounted for their own well-being, or hiding truth about the ways I'm being victimized so that resources won't be expended for my children and I, so that they can use them themselves. Those types of people are not my friends, and I can't sacrifice my, ship, my ship maintenance resources to keep those people in, my life.
It's all about the ship analogy. I don't know which ones were deleted either. I put them all. Just put them all into one QuickTime. I just opened one file and then I drag and dropped the rest of them onto here. And I thought I might have split them up, but it just says 2 hours because I didn't want to put it all. I didn't want to export a whole other video. I was busy doing other video stuff, so. I don't know. I don't know which one. I knew before because I knew from the times, but I think at least 2 or 3 were deleted from this week.
So that's the first thing.
Her ship analogy.
This adversity comes in numerous different forms. But, in addition to that, there's a whole lot going on here. And we don't have the free speech that we thought we did. And there is not an open dialogue about it.
I mean, Heather pretty much says whatever she wants.
A lot of fucking.
She wants to dox the court people. That's why she's mad. I don't have free speech.
And covering shit up and disguising things as crazy, and it's not fair. As I told you guys before they attempted all of this that they've gone through, they already did all of this when Dylan Smith was released from prison. That's when they destroyed my life. I've spent the last 6 years, besides this year, all alone on my birthday, crying in my house, sitting on the floor or the tent or the Airbnb or the hotel room or wherever they were.
This is her live stream. This is her fucking stupid live stream.
Holding me for that period with photos of my family spread all around me, crying, specifically and most importantly, my children, but my whole family, my mom, my sister, my dad, my my aunts and uncles, my cousins, etc. I don't get along with my family to live with them, but I get along with my family to see them every holiday and birthday and celebrate the fine.
Leander, thank you for getting a membership. Welcome, John. Jam.
moments of life with and escape the day-to-day monotony with, right? So of course I love them, and of course separating us from each other is not going to be ideal. But while we're in, this period of transitioning from a space where I feel as though the majority is being withheld information and denied access to information, and when I say
Error. Really, thank you for getting 5 memberships as well.
information, I mean
Welcome, Good Little Angels.
specifically reality.
This is an FTR or a for the record. I think I've seen this one already, so I'm like, I don't know. One of them's crazy. I can't remember which one it is.
Technological advancement that is causing success in a specific demographic of the population and missing the
Oh, GLA stands for Good Little Angel.
rest of the population.
When did I start doing that? When there's a bunch of nefarious. No. Heather, or not Heather. It's another Heather. But Heather Brooke Clark, she's crazy. And there's like an influx of views at one time. So I had to tell people to be Good Little Angels. And it just kind of stuck. And now everything's kind of not like that anymore. So I don't know. We just kept it.
There are strategic algorithmic programming measures that most of the social media platforms are using, whether with or without their knowledge, this is going on, that cause the narrator or the speaker to appear more credible, more worthwhile to listen.
She thinks that there's nefarious AI making her look bad, to make her points seem bad when they're just bad points, and she looks crazy because one of her eyebrows stopped working. So it's like, I was like, you'll see before she gets it fixed.
Or the opposite of that, to discredit, to make the person look like
That's right, Saint Eve. That's right, Tiffany.
a drug addict, or to make the person look like, they might have some sort of something slow going on with that.
Look at this guy. Look at him. You guys gotta see him every time I have my camera. Look at him.
Or, some sort of impairment or deficit, or maybe they play on the viewer's need to trust people who look beautiful or people who they can trust because they have similar facial qualities or physical features to them. That is a real thing. And when you take a certain point, one of them is healthcare. I believe healthcare and criminal justice need a complete makeover. And I mean tremendous reform, to the point where systems are running quality assurance on each other, specifically seeking out and correcting issues of corruption. Now, causing someone to lose stability is not the same as a person going crazy. So,
But Heather is the cause of all of her own problems. I can't actually even think of an instance where I was like, oh man, I feel bad for Heather. Like, she did everything right in this scenario, and it just wasn't in her favor. I think I even probably think of a couple times I felt that way towards Brooke, but never Heather. Heather is like, every idea of hers is insane and not what you're supposed to do as an adult.
we're labeling things just in general incorrectly.
Somehow Heather has a house. Which is also crazy.
I do believe, and this is not a conspiracy theory, this is me sitting back and observing videos that I've created, on days when my point and the points I'm making in my narrative are congruent with whomever is in power that morning or that day or that period of time, I look like $1 million fucking dollars. I don't need makeup.
How am I supposed? I can't make her any bigger. I won't go any bigger than that. There's no more vertical room. I can move him sideways. I don't know. What do you want me to do? Want me to make me smaller? You want to look at the beautiful background?
Or anything. Like right now, I just rolled out of bed, brushed my teeth, threw on my gym clothes, and I'm on my way to the gym. But I don't look slow or, mentally challenged, or as if I'm smoking, some sort of drugs or, drunk. There are videos I get on here and I'm making a point that is not.
I feel bad for her with Xavier transitioning. I don't think she was ever like, I don't think you're just using Xavier because she thought his parents were rich, which they are rich, but she thought that he was going to get like a free ride in a nice place. And then also, I guess, just want another kid so she could leech off of the government more. Her other kids, she stopped getting paid for because she doesn't have custody of them. I don't even know why she was getting paid for them after she lost custody of them, but I don't really feel bad for her for that. Maybe if she actually loved Xavier, sure, but I don't think she ever loved Xavier.
Point to be made that is not the general overall.
She leaving him at the DA? Well, then she was just using him for the DA for her restitution money. Like, there's no way in hell was Heather ever like, I really love Xavier, man. We're gonna make a beautiful family together. She'll position it like that sometimes, but you just watch, just pay close attention on how she treats him. He doesn't even sit in the front seat with her. He's too below her for that. Like, it's not an even relationship. She just wants someone to dominate and like a little pet or something. I don't know.
Agreeable position, and they make me look so.
Oh yeah, she's all going on about Dylan.
Fucked up on here that I myself have a problem watching it. When I re-listen, I have to face my phone up at the ceiling and just listen to
Hates him, but's codependent.
audio. Otherwise, I can't take myself seriously. And make no mistake, I'm not the only one they're doing that to, and that's for a reason. That is absolutely for a reason. Credibility is affected by physical appearance. Whether we want to admit it or not, it is the truth. There are people in this world who will give you
That's right, Curtis. Heather only loves one person, it's herself.
access to opportunity based on how you look, and who will disqualify you from opportunity based on how you look. That is just the way it is, so I do believe that part of the AI technology being incorporated with social media today is that based on policy and position, our physical appearance and the way that we appear to our viewers, the way we are represented, the areas that AI is using to isolate as clips or thumb notes in our
What the fuck is a thumb note?
content are severely impacting our overall reach and the ability that our reach has to take our points seriously. A huge one that I'd like to bring up is the use of marijuana. Marijuana in the United States of Illinois is still illegal
United States of Illinois.
federally, which means you cannot cross state lines with it. Legally, people do it all the time. Almost as much as people jaywalk, people are moving marijuana across state lines. Maybe more than people are jaywalking. And they're moving it in planes, trains, automobiles, and on foot. And our government is doing almost
It's a big pandemic.
nothing to enforce it. And I want to go back to about 10 years ago. The first time I ever traveled, for work, I was going to a ManyVids convention in Las Vegas. And I have no association with sexy content anymore. I decided that was not a good look for my brand and where I was going. And I saw a lot of exploitation within the field.
Totally. I thought it wasn't your choice like 2 streams ago that Dylan Smith made you do that. I didn't want to do it. But today it's just like I just didn't want to go that direction. It's bad for my image, you guys. She's sick to one story.
Children and men, there is no bias when it comes to who can be abused or exploited in that field. Many
Not much. This is one of the boring streams, I think.
as a platform is one of the
Well, I mean, I know. I'm pretty bored right now.
reputable.
I should be like making it more entertaining. Hold on.
Their creators a lot more control than a lot of the other platforms, and they don't allow
Tessa, thank you for being a good little angel for 19 months.
any sort of executively produced abuse to be broadcast on their live streaming, at least from what I know from when I participated. But other platforms like Pornhub, for instance, you can literally search in Pornhub for violent pornography and you will.
That's bad. Shouldn't do that. It's bad. I didn't do the disclaimer. Fuck. Don't do anything Heather would do.
Find people who appear to
That's the disclaimer today.
be in distress, crying out for help, and that content is being circulated at mass with no issues. The United States has done minimal to mitigate that, but we've got these giant campaigns for ICE. So we have people getting kidnapped and raped.
Oh, this is actually crazy because I think she's saying like people were protesting in favor of ICE. I thought they were protesting against ICE. I don't know any people who are protesting in favor of ICE. That's kind of crazy.
For profit, and it's being broadcast on public, easy to access, free servers like Pornhub that our children can go on from any fucking device. And that's a major issue that no one in government is bringing up, but they're talking about the peaceful, unlawfully acquired or unlawfully. I don't even know a tactful way to say it without referring to these demographic of people as aliens or illegals, which we know doesn't go over well. Who wants to be referred to as an illegal alien? It's not a flattering label. But for lack of a better word, these people who are, by all aspects of the situation, simply trying to escape a terrible existence elsewhere. Some of them may be criminals. I'm not speaking on those. I'm speaking on the hundreds of thousands of peaceful, productive people. I want to go back to talk about my aunt-in-law. I got married at a very young age to a Mexican man and had children with him. And his family obviously is also Mexican. His aunt was here for 30 years with her son, working, living with family, not owning property.
Don't be nefarious, be cool and fair use, and don't ever do drugs. That's right. I forget the other parts to it. You think I'd remember because I said it so many times, but I really hate the disclaimer, so I think I deleted it from my brain when I got Ashley to say it for me 2 times. And that's what it took for it to completely delete. It's like, slash room includes commentary on public people, videos, and events. Everything they say doesn't reflect the views of this channel. Blah, 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 blah. Mostly, like, the thing with Heather Gillespie is, like, sometimes she'll just say things that YouTube doesn't like to hear. Even though YouTube made a change recently that said you can talk about this crazy stuff as long as, like, based on a personal experience and doesn't go into too much graphic detail. But I think even Heather Gillespie goes into those territories sometimes. So we just gotta be, like, a little careful. I gotta be, like, trigger warning. She's crazy.
Working double shifts in the factories. Do you know what happens when you work in the factories? They take out tax. Right? Do you know what happens when they work in the factories and take out tremendous amounts of tax and you don't have a way to file your taxes? You don't get any refunds. So you're overpaying the United States government in tax your entire 30 years of living here. This woman has never been in trouble, never had static with the law, always minding her business, working, 5 to 7 days a week at all times, cleaning the house, minding her own business, cooking food, taking a nap. That was this lady's life. She bought a house in Broadview, Illinois. And upon doing so, within the first 2-3 years of owning the house, she was deported. And not only did they deport her after she spent her $40K cash for her down payment, not only did they deport her after robbing her, they also had the audacity to accuse her of kidnapping because she brought her son over here to escape tremendous domestic violence in Mexico when he was 5 years old. This kid is a grown man now with 5 kids, 35 years old. So his mom has been deported, possibly facing kidnap charges, hasn't been permitted to come back here where her whole family lives in close to 30 years. And we've got these tremendous campaigns against, illegal immigrants and in support of ICE, and no one is fucking doing or saying shit. And I'm sorry, Donald Trump.
No, there's a lot of people that don't like ICE and that are saying and doing shit. That's where I'm like, it just, what is Heather, it's like, she lived under a rock. I don't know. It's very weird.
I think you're a doll. I love you as the president. I think you're funny. I think you're the perfect person for people to lean on, to count on, to make fun of, to make memes of. I think you let it roll right down your back like a duck.
You're a good president because we can make memes about you. I don't think is that what we want in a president now? I just want a president I can make fun of and make memes of. That's who we want running the country. What does the fucking world become, bro?
And I think that you're a fantastic president, but you have a wife who was illegal when she came to this country. And if you disagree with me, there's been a whole lot of evidence. I don't know if it's fake news or deep fake technology, Mr. President. I'd like you to get involved here because I'm being affected by a lot of deep fake AI technology, but I personally saw in circulation a whole lot of documentation saying that Ivanka, who I also love, I think she's gorge, was an illegal alien when she came over here, and that you and your political positioning are what gave her the right to stay. So either those documents were fraudulently created and circulated on the internet, or we have a real fucking problem with hypocrisy, which we already know.
It's not really a deep fake. That's just someone forwarding a document. You forward a document like Microsoft Paint. I don't know you really need to be using deep fake technology, but okay.
We already know we do, right? Now, my next point is when we're speaking on these matters like immigration or marijuana use that are they have huge spectrums. We do have a population that thinks deporting illegal immigrants or people who have come over here without the proper paperwork, despite the fact that they may be completely peaceful, productive members of society, is bad. There are also people who swear by it and think it's the only way to secure our country. And that's the same with marijuana. Some people demonize marijuana and think that.
Oh, I hate when I don't like new things. I'm like, this is going to be so much more convenient, and then I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know what's going on. I'm still that way with GIMP. The fucking I don't even know what it stands for. What does GIMP stand for? GIMP stands for GNU Image Manipulation Program. Still do you better using that thing.
It's the gateway drug and all of these other things. And I can tell you that I have met no less than thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people with active, or dormant PTSD. And the reason I say dormant PTSD is because 9 out of 10 days of the year, I have dormant PTSD. 9 out of 10 days, my triggers.
I've never heard of dormant PTSD. Is that a thing?
Aren't triggers. They don't bother me at all. But that 10th day, forget about it. You know, there's some big issues when those symptoms begin to wake up. And I just want to remind everyone that growing up around gun violence,
delayed onset PTSD. Google says this thing. Look. It says so, guys. It must be real. Google said so.
Where one or both of your parents could have been kidnapped into the prison system at any given moment. Growing up.
Yeah, I thought that was weird the first time I heard it too. You mean like just that they're going to jail?
Where
or
you
prison?
Feel unsafe getting to school in the morning. Growing up where you feel afraid that you're not going to have enough food in the house. Those are all post-traumatic stress disorder causing types of shit. I didn't go through those specific problems. You guys know my background with the abandonment in Jamaica and the car.
I don't even know what country that music was from. He was just going, I don't know what that is.
At It's Day Super Chatted, $7.19. Hi Stevie, smiling face with hearts, how's it going today? Hello chat, hand waving, hope everyone is well.
Hi Sandy, how you doing? I'm doing well. I'm tired, but I'm here. I'm doing well. Hoping to catch up on sleep. Hope you're doing well.
I was at 5 years old and, you know, all of the other things, but the unlawful detention as a child with no criminal record and no support system, and the group home exposure, and being kidnapped to the south side of Chicago, and being kidnapped and abandoned into Jamaica for a full year. You guys
When was she kidnapped to the south side of Chicago? I don't remember that.
Know what PTSD issues are, but we don't really speak very much about the fact that I'm living urban Chicago, where I would say more than half of the population who lives outside of the loop are dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder issues of their own. And if we're talking about the South Side, you know, or the areas that have a crime rate that's higher than the other areas, South Side, West Side, areas that we were getting used to waking up and hearing news saying, oh, well, there was another shooting. Oh, well, 2 people are dead. Oh, well, we can't even afford to report how many people died overnight because it's going to make our city look so unsafe and affect tourism in such a negative way. So we're going to hide this. All of those are reasons for PTSD. And whether we want to cure them and heal them in people, or completely ignore them and scapegoat these people, as being bad based on the ways that we as a society have looked the other way and allowed them to be traumatized, it doesn't change reality.
Brooke did a stream one time with settled. Brooke is telling you a story. I feel like that's a lot of Heather's streams lately.
They've got this trauma, and this trauma will continue to be a problem for all of us until we're able to come up with ways to resolve it and to create societies and societal norms that are conducive to alleviating these issues, helping people remove the burden of this trauma from their life. And marijuana is a controversial but highly effective method for curing and treating all sorts of trauma and trauma symptoms. And I will stand by that until the day that I die. And then even maybe after I die, I might rise from the grave and tell you guys that, because here's the thing. I know that it's true. I know that there are people who are in their 60s, 50s, who have been using marijuana for their PTSD without even knowing that that's what they're doing. They wake up, they start feeling triggered by whatever it is, and they go into autopilot, let's go roll a joint, and they smoke and they feel better. And they're not even making the mental connection that their post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms are being alleviated, calmed.
Hold on. So, I think that it cut off Xavier. Like, it cut it off for some reason. So we're gonna do it like this. I just gotta highlight something down here so I know where we are after. So that is crazy. It's gonna be like, you want to save this? No, I don't want to save this. You cut off Xavier, the best part of the stream, you goofball. I think this is where we were. We're on this part. Look, you can see his back.
Trying to say that marijuana is not effective in the use of preterm labor symptoms for a homeless woman who's sleeping in a fucking tent with nowhere to go are absolutely absurd. The fact that you would politically...
We might be able to do Xavier Kim, actually. Let me, Whoa! Let me try to get him on here. Where is it? Oh, wait, maybe I can't because I didn't set it up properly. Never mind. I'm surprised I took it away. I thought I'd be able to do it on the fly.
Be so inclined as to say that my child has a speech delay or something like this, I 1000% believe is directly associated with the fact that I voluntarily and with intention engaged in the use of CBD and THC in various forms, beverages. Inhalation is the only form that hits you immediately. So I didn't have hours to sit around while a beverage calmed me down. When you're in active labor, you need to stop labor immediately. And I was being denied service by all of the area medical providers. When I would go in, as I said before, they would lay me down on a gurney. They would put a monitor on my belly. They would see that the baby was fine. They would see that I wasn't contracting actively while I was laying down on my back in the hospital setting. And they would say, go home and go on bed rest. Do not walk. Do not move, go on bed rest. It's very difficult to be locked in a tent at Belmont Harbor on bed rest. Very difficult. Not only do you feel entirely afraid, living in a tent, you have zero protection. If someone wants to harm you, there's nothing stopping them other than a thin layer of nylon. Okay, let's keep it clear. With that being said, when I discuss things like this, there has been I would say a realistic 30 to 40 different experts in the field of AI technology, algorithmic output, and all of these things who agree with me. It's almost as if politically they put filters on my face. Like they have a filter that says distrustful, looks like they're on drugs, dirty, unslept and tired, or like beautiful, happy, wealthy. Like these filters that they associate with my content, they're having a huge impact on whether or not I'm taken seriously when people are watching it. And that's what my subject is about today. The subjects of deepfake technologies, deepfake AI interventions, deepfake. We don't even have to talk about forgery. We can, or the fraudulent production of documentation. We can call it what it is, which is an AI creation. There, in most cases and instances, are no hard copies of these documents that are being circulated. They're just being created online. President Trump, is your wife an illegal alien who's currently wanted by ICE in this country?
Probably not.
Because that's the documentation I saw. So should I abandon my own personal beliefs about you from what I know of you for the last 8 years in presidency, 12 years on and off in presidency, 20 years of me knowing who you are as a businessman and a credible, reputable person, the owner of the Trump Towers, a fucking guru at business, a bulldog when it comes to, getting what you want and what you need? Should I pretend like my experience of you is just some sort of figment of my imagination and that you are not a credible source of information or a person who can handle this country? Should I assume that you are harboring a fugitive
Like they say.
because I saw some sort of fake circulation of documentation about your wife being an unauthorized person in this country who's wanted by ICE? I don't think I should. I think I should utilize common sense and say, hey, this document is probably not real because it doesn't align with the previous 15 years of experience I have in knowing who this president is as a person and the action that they've taken or not taken historically.
Oh, you know what though? It's probably doubling the audio. Sorry.
So that's number one. The deepfake technology and the deepfake fraudulent forged documentation surrounding my case, my name, my people,
Is that better?
my children, my everything has been absolutely ridiculous, overwhelming, and astronomical. And I'm asking for protection for my family, specifically my children, their significant others, myself, my parents, my grandmother, etc., my aunts and uncles from this type of malicious, communication. My family are great people, but they don't, only a few of them are business owners. I'm the first real entrepreneurial spirit that,
How's that working out?
generationally has occurred. I've thought of a million different business ideas. I've brought them into
Hasn't followed through on any of them.
profit. They've not
Oh, I heard she made a scary shirt actually, but I didn't see it. I don't know about anything about the scary shirt.
sustainable long term. I've lived and I've learned, and I have absolutely every desire to continue on my quest to start a healthcare consulting firm. I do believe that healthcare as a systemic intervention is trash with the way that we've gotten it. After years and years of evolution that's not kept up with the technology or the ethics associated with where we want to be, I think that the healthcare field, just like the criminal justice system, needs a huge
It tricked me, Tink. It like cut him off when I put all the videos together. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but we're back now with Xavier Vision.
overhaul. And I think that criminal justice and healthcare need to be recognized as running congruently to each other, because 9 out of 10 times something that may first appear to be criminal is actually in nature either mental or environmental. And going on and on and on for decades, calling it a cat when it's really a dog is not going to work.
What about a mouse?
Something is environmental in nature. If an issue is environmental in nature, we need to address that issue for what it is. It's environmental. This is the cause. This is the root. This is how we solve it. And then we need to move forward, right? So utilizing AI tools and deepfake technology scans would be crucial, but there also needs to be more policing of the internet, and my children's names in order of when they were born, oldest to youngest: Viviana Lewis, Alexis Weston.
You came up with those names though, right? So that's really doesn't mean anything.
Just
I don't even understand what she's trying to tell us when she says this. She tries to use it as like proof that she knows what she's talking about. It just proves that you named your kids some shit.
the first letter of all their names literally creates the acronym V Law. On top of that, I've been being harassed, stalked, sexually assaulted, robbed, bludgeoned 2 times, numerous things, as you know, if you've been following my case, that actually forced me to become involved in virtual law, the reality show and the stalking and harassment that began to occur subsequent to my participation in that show. It all has a common denominator, and that denominator is online social media stalking, harassment, and assault that is spilling over into the 3-dimensional world.
What? What?
the healthcare system, the criminal justice system, and our own versions of our life and what go on need to operate congruently to each other rather than creating contradiction. Courts
three-dimensional world, you guys.
need to be automatically being updated to all of the status, and corruption traps need to be non-stop at all times. Incentive is one thing, corruption is a different, right? If you and I come...
Xavier's really hiding his face this one. I'm sad. I did that faster than I thought I'd be able to too, and he's just like hiding. Fucking Xavier. Whoa.
terms that we have a common goal and that we can agree
I'll be back.
interest, and we begin to take steps to pursue that. Oh my God, no.
I don't know where the thing is.
Did you see that? That raccoon that died. Oh my God. He looks like he got hit by a car.
That Heather.
Anyways, that's my main point for today is that, you know, I can sit around. I like makeup. I like to fucking do glam. I like fake eyelashes. I like fake nails. I like heavy, dramatic makeup. I have not been permitted the ability to, or the time to get my makeup on and feel prepared for the day in quite some time. I'm always running around by the seat of my pants to get to the next responsibility that I have. And so I come on here without makeup a lot. My eyes are the same size and I have symmetry in my face, but I wouldn't know it by looking at whatever's going on here, you know? And this is not the first time that I've experienced that. There are days my face looks perfect, symmetrical, you know, pretty, clean, beautiful. And then there are days I look at my recordings and I think, who in the fuck is altering my face? And this has been ongoing for 6 years. And I've discussed it with you guys at length. At first, I put it into the category of crazy making behaviors that were going on with algorithmic input, you know, to what, in my opinion, cause political ties and reinforce who we want to be considered a reputable source for various things and concerns, et cetera, and so forth. And I do still take that stance. I do still believe 1000% that there are really crooked, disgusting individuals who, for their own purpose, are causing our media and our voices to be disguised as the voices or media of someone who is engaging in excessive drug use or heavy, hard drug use. I personally have never in my entire existence even tried meth, coke, crack. Actually, I tried coke, but I didn't like it. Crack, meth. What are the other hard drugs? Heroin. I've never tried anything like that. I have been to a rave before, you know, so I was a teenager once. I was in my early 20s once, but I don't use drugs regularly, and I use marijuana in a way that's adult. I don't like to refer to it as...
It's adult marijuana use, okay? It's not this kid shit. It's adult marijuana use.
Medical use. And here's my reason. When we talk about manifestation, let's just consider the term brainwashing. When we talk about brainwashing ourselves, it does us no justice to wake up in the morning and say, I'm sick, I need to treat myself with marijuana. No justice. What gives us justice?
I tell myself that, but then every day I'm like, I probably have to smoke weed or else I'll go crazy.
Is in our best interest is to wake up every morning and say, I'm observing myself as the untethered soul. In my physical body, I'm observing symptoms of fear, anxiety, discomfort. Those physical symptoms are translating to difficulty breathing, sweaty palms, a general overall lack of confidence, issues with communication with my superiors and other, issues with focus and my ability to calm down and pay attention to the things that I have to, you know, be responsible for in my day-to-day life, right? So that is the, you know, perspective that I like to take from myself. I don't tell myself I'm sick. You people tell me I'm sick. I don't tell...
The doctor says The doctor says you're sick.
Myself, I'm crazy. You people
You told us that.
tell me I'm crazy. And I make it my actual job with intention to prove to myself that not only have I never been crazy, but that each and every single one of my responses to the abuse I've endured has been reasonable, understandable, makes sense.
Not
When you
really.
hear about the provocation, you have no questions about my responses. They explain themselves. Now, if you just walk in and you have no idea what's going on and you just see me in my car alone going, these fucking assholes, what the fuck is their problem? They're fucking stalking me again and they're doing the things with the lights and the bathroom thing. I'm about to pee on myself. You're like,
Yeah, how would they control your bladder through remote control? Like, wouldn't you have to have something installed in your body for that to work? It just doesn't make any sense. No one's Botoxing you in the middle of the night either. Like, even if I were to be like, I just can't wrap my head around it. It doesn't matter if I know the full context. We do know the full context and it doesn't make sense.
what? What the fuck is going on? You have no way to understand. So
Right,
maybe
yeah.
in your simple
What is
mind, you
it?
might label that as crazy, but just because you don't understand it or because your mind is thinking too simply doesn't mean that it's crazy. It means you don't understand. It means that you don't get it.
Just because something could be possible doesn't mean that that's what's happening. Anything could be possible technically, right? But you might just be crazy. It's like, if people are putting thoughts in my head, no, I don't think that's happening. How do you even do that? How do you do that?
So
There's a lot of other people who think this way too, like that I think they're being gang sucked and the government's putting things in their mind. Why? Why would they need to do that?
when I explain what's going on and you understand, then I'm not crazy. But when I explain what's going on, but you didn't
Just the
hear
belly
it or you
button.
weren't there, you don't understand, I am crazy. That's not the way crazy works. Crazy as an etiology is a mental health impairment that a person has. They could be born with it, or it could be a psychological injury that they've suffered, like PTSD. And that's what people are saying when they say that you have a mental health impairment or that you have a mental health concern or a mental health issue or a mental health
Xavier's falling asleep.
disease. Having a mental health disease is very common. Out of everyone who dies in this world, 100% of them will feel anxiety at one point. Some of us are lucky enough to be on the low end of that spectrum where they will only feel anxiety maybe for 2-3 seconds. Maybe it's a little healthy anxiety that causes them to, okay, I'm feeling like a little bit nervous about this, but I got this, et cetera, and so forth. For the rest of us, we will experience crippling anxiety at one or numerous points of our life, to the point where we feel like we cannot get out of bed because of it. If 2 to 3 inhalations of marijuana help you get out of bed and restore your confidence and put you back on track to be successful, what's the political drawback? What's the problem? For every
I don't give a fuck about weed.
liquor store we've supported into existence, we should be
I said she shouldn't have smoked weed when she's pregnant. Or if she wanted to, she shouldn't be fucking putting it all out there on social media. She has any intention on keeping her kid. Like, what the fuck, bro?
supporting 2 dispensaries. How many liquor stores are advertising that they cure anxiety? How many liquor stores are advertising that they have thousands of medical ailments and impairments that are corrected with their use? Hey babe, have you ever heard of a liquor store that cures anxiety? No, right? But you've definitely heard of someone drinking some alcohol, getting froggy and taking a leap and beating the fuck out of people, or going into a bar and starting a fight, or going and committing a crime while they were drunk, right?
Is that how it ends? No. Is that? No, it
So
isn't.
I just wanted to say that
I gotta adjust Xavier came now. She fucks something up.
that's my vlog for the day. Updates personally. There's nothing much
Should probably pause it to yell at him. What are you doing, Xavier? You're making me look bad.
changed here. I've got eviction court on January 26th. After reporting that my apartment was being broken into a number of times, and that belongings were being stolen, similar to the Harwood Heights situation. I went to the management. I reported that I was being broken into. I have in writing text messages from the landlord on both of my lines, saying that I'm, quote, crazy girl. No one is breaking in. You're crazy. There's no one going into your unit yet. I was this short of sending an actual photo of the piece of shit that was in my toilet when I came home from work.
So she's been taking photos of the shit? Like, she contradicts her own narrative. She's either getting evicted because she's having people over, or they don't believe that anyone's coming over. Wouldn't it be one or the other?
To my landlord after she said that, but I thought that would be classless. So I let it go. I said, okay, I know someone's breaking in, but I'm not going to argue with my landlord. This is my apartment. I need to make it work. I'm going to
block that Steve idiot dude from YouTube.
That hate channel, that Steve guy.
Steve's a bitch.
At Rocky Ramirez 831 super chatted. $4.99. She's sitting on a blanket cause she peed on herself. Gross.
Do you think so? She said they made her pee on herself last week, right? Maybe. Thank you for the 5, Rocky.
release 3 days after the third time that I reported someone breaking into my apartment with a police report for burglary and deceptive practice. My landlord served me an eviction notice, slid it under my door saying, I have had unknown occupants trespassing in my unit. And for that reason, they would like me to be evicted. January 27th is my court date. I still have 1 year left on my lease and I have nowhere to move. So, I've spoken with multiple other advocates who say that eviction court takes up to 90 days to 6 months. So hopefully that'll give me the time and direction that I need to figure out what's the next step from here. But basically everything that you guys have been around for from the Harwood Heights days, and you could go back in my YouTube, it's all there. I recorded all of it live for most of it. They've done it all again, sometimes 2 and 3 times. I call law enforcement. I spend a significant amount of my time on the phone with law enforcement explaining what's going on. And what I usually get is, well, there's really nothing we could do. If you don't know who's doing that, there's really nothing we could do about it. And then the other response that I've been getting is, well,
what?
So similar, if not went through in 2021, 2022 when I lived at Montclair. But I work full time now, 7 days a week, and I'm not relying on a sponsor to pay my rent. Eric Schull paid my rent at the Harwood Heights apartment. I'm paying my rent myself now. So I know that it's been paid every month without exception. My rent was returned for the month of January.
Yeah, it's your cam.
My landlord slid it back underneath my door and said, no more rent in the office. So I'm excited to go to court and see what the judge has to say. I'm excited for what's next. I'm very anxious. I'm very scared. I'm very disappointed that they were unable or unwilling to protect me, to advocate for me, to allow me a safe, peaceful place to live. The boxes of condoms, HIV testing kits, and
Forgot about those.
bills that they have been sending to my house in bulk in my name with my unit number on them are absolutely ridiculous. My children don't even know my unit number. I have no utilities in my name, and I specifically
Heather's like, Viviana's not gonna give me her fucking address. I'm not giving her my address. I don't think they want your address. That's okay.
not register my address with the United States Postal Service because I live with my grandma as far as my mail is concerned. Who is changing my address and flooding my home with condoms, Bibles, and HIV testing kits? I don't have sex with anyone other than Xavier, and I haven't since the day I met him. And before I met him, I was celibate for almost 2 years. And
most people are not excited about eviction.
that's the truth. So, question I have, there are a lot of things that have been causing me to feel very, very anxious. Today is my birthday. Like I said, a fucking icon was born, a legend herself in the making.
A fucking legend, you guys. This legend right here.
Happy birthday, Heather. I'm hoping for a peaceful day, a happy day, a profitable day, a day of good vibes and progress. I miss my kids. Vivi is angry with me. She still refuses my phone calls 6 weeks later. I am concerned. I do have reason to believe that there is an Indian man, I don't even remember his name, who has
Oh, this is really weird.
some sort of problem with me, who would easily blend into the area of DuPage County where my child has moved.
So what, there's a lot of Indians in DuPage County? Is that what she's saying?
That would have reason in his own fucked up mind to cause harm to my daughter or her husband or their child. I am concerned when she goes MIA and stops answering my phone calls. I do feel as though it is strategic. I've neither consented nor given my permission for any of my children to be
Probably, if she can, she'll stay as long as she can, I think.
involved in any of this stalking, harassment, testing, whatever you want to call it, psychological operation, whatever you want to call it. But the periods where I cannot reach her, I don't even know where she lives to drive over there and make sure she's okay. Her and her husband just got a new apartment 2 months ago, and that is a bad feeling. That is one of the worst feelings I've ever had in the world. When the chatter online starts telling me, oh, this biohacking Indian man from California who's got millions and billions of dollars, who despises you because his wife found out he was fucking around on her with you 10 years ago, has
Back in the escort days?
phone to pick with your daughter, and then no one wants to answer the phone so that I can prove my child is safe and sound. That is a fucking problem. That is a problem that this
And this is the chatter. So these are the voices, like, in her head.
country should not support. This country should be in support of mothers and daughters having communication regularly. This country should be in support of mothers and sons having communication regularly. This country is supposed to be in support of families, right? Isn't that what this country is supposed to do? Don't we say God, family, freedom? Isn't that what we say? So I'm confused. I'm nervous. I'm sad. Since I gave them their Christmas gifts, I've not heard from them. My son-in-law, I called him on a different number that he wouldn't recognize because my daughter tells him not to answer, and he answered. And I said, "Did you get the bottle of cologne that I got you for
That's pretty crazy.
Christmas? Did you like it?" And he
I don't answer any unknown numbers. You gotta be, like, in my contacts. And even then, my phone doesn't work most of the time. Like, when someone I want to talk to calls me, it'll, like, ring once, and then I'll have to fucking call them back. So my phone is set up in a way where I can't even talk to people I want to talk to, apparently.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So where are the Christmas gifts that I gave to my children? I got my daughter Alexis her gifts. I know she had them. I
Where are the Christmas gifts?
saw her open them on FaceTime video.
The Indian man must have took them.
My daughter Vivi and her husband Ali, I have not been able to see them open their gifts or know that they've received them. And I got my daughter a nice bottle of perfume from Ulta. I got Ali a nice bottle of cologne. I got them some dish towels and pot holders for their new place, a mixing bowl,
Get out of my face before I go to jail! Go ahead and leave right now, bro. I'm not gonna take this. I'm not gonna take this.
At Kylie Mikey super chatted, $6.71. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Oh, happy Saturday, Kylie. I hope you're having a good Saturday.
diffuser, an apple cinnamon
In the future?
diffuser, a candle, a couple of regular bath towels for the bathroom, a purse, some Roz hair milk, and several other very expensive,
What's hair milk?
well thought out gifts. Why have I been unable to reach my children to confirm that they've received them? And what the fuck is going on to cause this lapse of communication for such an extenuating period of time? I got my granddaughter 2 outfits, leggings and a dress, and a little, one of those little
Hair milk is stupid? I have no idea what it is.
LED lights in the shape of a cute little strawberry to hang up by her crib. And I thought I could get her one by one. Her birthday's coming up, so I felt like I could get her the grapes and the watermelon and kind of have her theme be like this cute little, animated fruits around her bed in the new place. I wouldn't know if they
Xavier nodding out again.
received them or not because they've been playing games with me, doing deep fake technology.
Yeah, the Dave from Switzerland fiasco.
Voiceover technology to make me feel like I'm talking to people I know, when in actuality it's created, engineered audio. there's a freight train going to the Elmhurst gym, so I'm not going to be able to make it there in time. Anytime I wake up before I need to be there with only 20 minutes late. So I like to work out for an hour and a half every day, plus a 30-minute shower and then get ready. So I need 2.5 hours in the gym. They don't give me 2.5 hours of the gym. They give me maybe 1 hour.
Who is they? You plan your day, right?
Hour workout and get ready. They make me go to my visits like a fucking looking like a hot ass mess. And that is strategic. And I want to make sure that the record knows it. I left my house at 6:45 today or 7 a.m. It's 8:11 and I was 10 minutes from the gym. And now there's this curated freight train that lasts an hour and 45 minutes to destroy my workout. This is what I've been dealing with for the last several years.
The Xavier camp. We almost didn't have it because it tricked me. It tried to trick me. I was like, no, Xavier's just not here. I had to open up it all over again.
Aware of all of the things that they've done, the voiceover technology. But the reason I don't panic more, and this is important for you guys to hear, is because I've already come out on the other side of this. While they were holding me in the tent, while they were withholding my resources, 2 to 3 months would go by that I would call my kids every single day and they wouldn't answer. And then randomly, when I was about to give up one day, they called me back and everyone was completely normal. Like not a single day had passed. Nothing was wrong. I was the one who was neurotic for freaking out, thinking something was wrong. So when they do that to you enough times, you never stop caring. You always care. You always feel the fear. You always feel the anxiety, but you just realize that you can't afford, to
maybe it is like Xavier making her late and shit.
And any more effort in a cause that is going to easily resolve itself soon, you hope, or that you've not been able to find any other workarounds for. What can I do? If I don't know where my daughter's new apartment is and I've called her 100 million times and she still doesn't answer, even with the chatter telling me that she's in danger and that this Indian man is pursuing harming her because I'm too covered, I'm too protected, what can I do besides get on here on YouTube and share that?
How are you more protected than her? Everyone knows your address apparently. They keep sending you Bibles and HIV kits and stuff, but you don't even know your daughter's address and somehow they're gonna find her? Their tech team must be exquisite.
Share it with my ex-husband who doesn't answer the phone and try to call my daughter repeatedly. People do strange fucking things for money, The fact that this man has it out for my family and the fact that you guys continue to look the other way and allow these periods of intermittent inability to communicate tells me that you're creating an environment that's conducive to me feeling anxious, sad, scared, threatened, attacked, victimized, etc. and so forth. That's not me going crazy. That is you people. And I'm not talking about my
Team Heather go crazy though.
Viewers and supporters. I'm talking about whomever is diverting or obstructing my ability to reach my children.
I just don't think they want to talk to you.
You're the cause. So that's where I'm at with it. I wake up really early. It's my birthday. I left at 6 so I could get in a good workout. I have a visit with Weston immediately following the workout. Somehow I'm still driving.
We could make that a thing. That's a really good idea, Tiffany.
Gym, despite the fact that I left so early. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Let's call it a wrinkle in time. And then in addition to that, I do not appreciate nor do I authorize any of these periods where I'm not permitted.
I want to put it in the new song. I gotta finish that video. I was like, I should be able to get it done. I got like none of it done. But yeah, I'm gonna bookmark this page.
Access to my children for whomever's false narrative it is. I don't care. As a mother, as a full-time mother who's invested in the health, wealth, well-being, and success of her children and family, I need to know that my children are okay each and every day. A phone call, even if it's for 30 seconds, so they're smiling faces and know that no one is them is the least that can be done.
Like this.
So
like this, but as a Xavier, like in the Xavier cam. Oh, because it's green, it's kind of see-through because of the green screen. I didn't think of that. Wow, look how I'm just being silly now.
Matt, I am healing pretty well from the second bludgeoning. So I'm going to go for a consultation, cosmetic surgery consultation for some sort of either filler or Botox that I may need to even out the asymmetricalness of my face or unsymmetricalness of my face following the second.
I think maybe not asymmetrical. I don't know English anymore. Brooke has broke my English skills.
Tap on my face on this week, Thursday or Friday, possibly Wednesday. I need to check my calendar. So that's going to be resolved. I'm still working 7 days out of the week as a driver. I love it. Very grateful to have it. Xavier's father has still not replaced his cell phone. So he has been without a phone since approximately, what was the month that your phone was destroyed by water damage? It's in my phone call records. He called me from the Knickerbocker Hotel one day.
I love that name.
His phone was destroyed. I believe it was April. So we're already at the 8 or 9 months of Xavier not having a cell phone. And I borrowed him.
Botox is in the middle of the night. The bludgeoning, I'm still not. I don't know what the fuck happened there. She said that Xavier threw her over his shoulder, but I don't know if that was the bludgeoning or if there's a different thing. Xavier shouldn't be doing that anyways, though. What happened? What happened?
Him a phone that I, needed, that had a significant amount of evidence on it, stored on it. I was using it as an
No, Xavier's got to replace it. And Heather he's destroying evidence now. He's destroying their phones. Oh no.
Memory server. And I borrowed him that phone and he broke it and then got it stolen. And I needed that. I really needed that phone. So I will not be allowing him to have my phone when I'm not around unless he's in the house, not moving around. And typically I've never let him stay in my house.
I love how that's a stipulation as well. He can't be moving around. I'm just picturing Xavier running around eating fucking, I don't know, pizza sticks or something. And she's like, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna sit here if you want to use the phone. You just get these ants out of your pants and calm down, mister.
But since we're already going to eviction court,
Cheetos,
and there's nothing that the landlord is doing to try to prevent people from breaking in, I would, prefer him to be sitting in the house while I'm working to, kind of set a trap for anyone who has been breaking in. I ask him to go in there and be quiet so no one knows that he's in there.
Wait. Hold on. Is she admitting that Xavier was in there when she's not supposed to be? Because that would be problematic.
Would, prefer him to be sitting in the house while I'm working to, kind of set a trap for anyone who has been breaking in. I ask him to go in there and be quiet.
I did not even catch this last time. To set a trap? You're letting Xavier stay there when he's not supposed to. So in secret, to set a trap? You'd be better off with Wile E. Coyote setting a trap. Oh, what is Xavier gonna do? Xavier is the trespasser. Have you not figured that out yet? This is crazy. This is crazy to me.
So no one knows that he's in there. And then if someone breaks in, to call 911 immediately, maybe, pursue the person and try to lock them into a space so that they can't run away. Because as I said, this has been going on since April. A Bluetooth speaker has been stolen, a memory foam pillow has been stolen, and numerous other things. So my name is Heather Gillespie, and it's my birthday, and I'm on my way to the gym, and I'm here to acknowledge in both a vlog that I'm aware of the AI intervention that's been causing numerous issues, specifically with regards to, but not limited to, my ability to get things done, communicate with my children effectively.
Xavier should have been telling her stories. I caught the guy, but it's right before he got home. He escaped. I didn't tie the knots tight enough.
And be taken seriously on video with many, many, many AI filters, causing.
What is she planning to do when she kidnaps them? Hide them in the closet until court date and bring them into court? You guys said that I was full of shit. Look, who is this? Who is this guy? Xavier caught him.
Look of distress.
When I wasn't home and he wasn't supposed to be there.
Or disorganization or discredibility or drug use, etc. and so forth, and that none of that's been true. To this day in my entire life, from The moment I met Xavier to right now, the only drug use I've engaged in has been marijuana, which I don't even classify as a drug anymore, with the exception of Xavier and I have gone out 4 times total. 4 times in the entire 4 years I've known him. And during those periods,
well, there's 2 times the last 2 weeks. You're just talking half of all of the outings have happened in the last 2 weeks. It's probably within a week, to be honest. Like the 2 outings were probably within a week apart from each other. So I don't believe you.
I did also
We also seen them like totally wasted one time too, in a YouTube short.
engage in drug and alcohol use. And there was one time when I met Xavier about 2 weeks after I met him that we both took an ecstasy pill together on the beach. But other than that, Xavier and I don't do drugs. We definitely don't have erratic behaviors, and we're not using drugs, going around our child or any child. We were not on drugs when I was pregnant with Weston.
Yeah, that's
We were strategically using CBD to prevent preterm labor after we were denied housing, shelter, and assistance by all of the social
the casino
services that are in place.
To be fair, they didn't make it into the casino, but she was at the casino the other night, like a week before that. She was inside the casino. I remember she took like a little video in there on one of her Instagram shorts.
City of Chicago and surrounding. And I'm not here to blame any one person, place, or thing for that, but that definitely took place. I have about 50 to 100 case numbers on that phone that Xavier destroyed. I have actual voicemails from people proving what I'm saying is true. But I've still got 3 other phones and 4 iClouds because every one of these phones have had 2 iClouds or 3 iClouds registered to it. So those iClouds are saved, those passwords are saved, they are uploaded, they can be accessed from any third-party computer, and that evidence is all still there. And we're willing to move forward in whatever way is deemed appropriate. So I deserve to be with my family and children, not be sexually assaulted, bludgeoned, stabbed, thrown out of my home unlawfully, forced to go to eviction court, withheld my rights, etc., and so forth. There are people who definitely deserve.
What rights are being withheld? I don't think any rights are being withheld from Heather. That'd be kind of crazy. That would be kind of like my eyelashes right now are kind of crazy. I don't think anyone's withholding her rights.
Some sort of prosecution for the things I've had to go through. And I'm asking that President Trump acknowledge not only the negative, false.
It looks weird. You can just see legs coming out of my
narrative that's being circulated about Ivanka being an illegal. But I'm asking President Trump to use whatever grace and compassion he was able to use on Ivanka's situation for the rest of us. And I'm asking that he show a little grace, mercy, and advocacy and acknowledge the use of deepfake technology and acknowledge the use.
Yeah, she was already behind on her rent before. So, like, I don't know how long she's planning on staying here. She's excited for eviction court, which is crazy.
Of any sort of AI. Let's go back to the bunnies on the trampoline video. Okay?
That video tripped her. Have you guys seen the video? It's like pretty convincing. Bunnies on the trampoline video. I mean, hopefully it'll just pop up. Yeah. So this is not a real video. Well, maybe we'll do it from Reddit because the Xavier cam is in the way. Hold on. Get rid of that just for a second. This is what she's talking about. This is AI. It's not very long. Like pretty impressive, but at the same time, it's not like I wouldn't really question it because it's not that. Like, whatever, right? I'm also not Captain Disillusion who knows physics and video editing and all that. That great. So that's the video she's talking about. In case you didn't know what she's talking about.
The bunnies on the trampoline. I thought it was real. Did you guys think that was real? The bunnies on the trampoline video. I thought that was real and it was fake. They created that with AI. It was very effortless to create. It didn't really take much time. It didn't really take much comprehensive ability. It took speaking into a digital AI creation software, an open API that could be used with something as simple and common as Instagram. They said, create me a scene
I don't think API had anything to do with it, but she's just throwing words in there now.
where there are several white bunnies hopping on a trampoline, and boom, that's what was created. You don't need a degree to know how to do it. You don't need to be a genius. Any fucking plain Jane can get it done. So I hope you guys have a great day. It's going to be a good day for my birthday. I refuse to accept it any other way. I'm doing some kombucha detox. The vinegar in the kombucha is really helpful in digesting food that's more abrasive to digest. So I've been, for the last week, at least once a week, splitting a regular sized kombucha into 2 doses and drinking that to keep everything, cleaned. I've been going to the gym every day. And then I'm just working as much as.
Did I make that camera or did Heather? What camera? Xavier Vision? I made this because it's cool. See this thing? I just am zoomed in on Xavier's face here, and then I put the jumbotron over it.
Possible because I have a lot of bills, my car payment, my insurance, and then I need to get enough money to move to a new unit. So we have eviction court on.
It was Tinkerbell's. That was Tinkerbell's idea. I was like, that's a good idea. So that's not. I didn't come up with it. It was all Tink.
January 27th. So that's the date for me for my daily vlog. In regular communication with the other.
Yeah, he is hiding. I hope he comes out more throughout the stream. We got 2 hours worth of content today.
Alexis's phone was finally replaced. Thank God. My son is doing well in his private school.
I don't know. I've only used ChatGPT. I haven't used any of the other AI models. And ChatGPT really only does thumbnails. It's pretty overrated. To be honest, I mean, I literally can't think of another use I use it for. I used to get it to read transcripts for me, but then I just made the transcript filter so I can read them myself on the fly and not trust a robot to read and comprehend things for me because it'll miss things. And it's missed things before. And it'll also just stop reading the transcript like halfway through and expect you not to notice. And I don't trust the fucking computer.
I don't know if I shared with you guys, my son was jumped by.
Well, Gemini's just Google's, whatchamacallit. I heard Sora is pretty crazy, or Sora 2, for video generation. That's the word I'm looking for.
3 boys for walking a girl to her class that one of the boys liked. My son
never used Grok, no.
By himself. He was punched and hit by these kids, and security school didn't even make much of an effort to protect him.
Why does the world need to know that though?
Or defend him. So it was deemed by the dean that my son would go to a different school, an alternative school in Skokie, for the rest of his year as a senior so that he could graduate on time and so that no one would put hands on him anymore. So he's doing well in that new situation. And I know anyone who knows. I've been updating you guys, sponsors. If I could get some funding, that'd be great. We're on the way back up from the lowest I've ever made, which is like $80 to $120 a day, driving Uber Eats, to the highest I've ever made, which just since all of the abuse, because I've definitely made more than $1,000 a day while working in sales. But since
you research your air conditioner / heat unit, I researched my furnace one time at my old place because it stopped working, and I figured out what was wrong with it. I did figure out what was wrong with it. There is this thing. It was like little thingy that looked like that, and it would heat up, and then when the gas hit it, it would light it. I don't know what it was called. Anyways, that thing was cracked, so I needed a new one of those. I went to go buy it, and they wouldn't sell it to me without an HVAC license, so I had to call a fucking guy out to watch him do exactly Literally exactly what I was gonna do. I watched him unscrew the thing that I was gonna unscrew myself and put this thing in where it was, and then he charged me $600. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? The part cost like 20. So that day I was like, maybe I should be an HVAC person. And I was like, fuck that shit. The guy who came over too was like, I'm so happy your house isn't terrible. Like, a lot of people's houses are really terrible. So that kind of threw me off. I was like, maybe I don't want to be a fucking furnace repairman or whatever.
You know, I've been doing Uber as my primary source of income. I usually make
Thermocouple. That sounds right. Thermocouple igniter. Yeah, I think it was one of those.
$300 and $400 a day. That's been cut down to 80 to 120. So I'm on my way back up. Yesterday I started making 160, 150. So I'm coming back into the higher range of things, thank God, because that has caused me significant damage. Living for those 3 months working as Uber Eats and only making $80 a day has been very difficult. The quality of life when you make $80 a day versus $300 a day is absolutely uncomparable. Absolutely uncomparable. It's the difference of getting my kids 2 or 3 Christmas gifts and sending them $5 a day for lunch, and being able to get my kids $500 worth of gifts plus giving them $100 cash and also sending them $20 for groceries.
No, yeah, I got reimbursed, but I was still like, I could have done this myself. And then I had to call my landlord and be like, yo, $600. So, like, I don't know. I would have rather just not even talk to the landlord. I'd like to operate like that, you know what I'm saying?
3 times a week.
I would take the $20 hit. I don't give a fuck.
Still, that's not enough. $60 a week for food for a family of 3 is not enough. But it makes things a lot easier. And that's what I need to do. And I definitely put in the work, the time, and the effort in getting it all done. So I do believe that, you know, the outcome should be positive. And happy birthday to me. Shout out to Hydrate and everyone who came out for my birthday. I invited no.
Everyone who came out.
I planned nothing. Xavier and I had it planned to go to Sidetrack. That's Xavier's favorite place. However, Sidetrack was absolutely ridiculously out of control, their line. I mean, whoa. I've never seen anything like it. Totally not worth it. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Cover charges and lines, not my jam. I'm not into it. I'm definitely going to come into an establishment and bring a crowd. If I check in, people are going to follow me. I have a following for real. I'm going to buy alcohol, at least a drink or 2.
Is she crazy?
So I'm going to be a positive contributor to
Even Xavier's giggling back there. He's like, I think she has a following.
success of your business. You don't need to rape me in the door on a cover charge or have me stand outside freezing my ass off for 30 minutes to get in. I will not go to your establishment if that's the way that it is. And that's not me being bougie. That's just, I have a limited amount of time for social engagements, likely 2 hours or less. So if I spend 30 to 45 minutes of that 2 hours that I have a lot.
Apparently a whole crowd of people showed up for her birthday. In her mind.
In my schedule.
Can just be people who are going to go to the club either way who don't know Heather Gillespie at all.
To go out and have fun, standing in a line, what do I really have? 45 minutes, you know? So Hydrate was lit. All the guys there were fantastic. All the gals there were fantastic. The staff, everyone was so nice to me. No one robbed me. No one stole from me. I mean, it was just a fan. You could see I've got the bar set real high here, but it was just a fantastic evening. Xavier was being, you know, sort of weird at the beginning. It was almost like he was trying to test me to see if he could get me to feel jealousy.
This is good. I'm glad we got Xavier Cam on for this.
He was going up. There were maybe 3 women in our little area, probably 100 men. And he would seek out the woman to go and supposedly innocently say he was asking where the bathroom was, or he was this, like a total psyop or like a social experiment. He wanted to see if I was jealous of him in high heel shoes, because you guys, if you follow my Insta, you know that Xavier started cross-dressing on the weekends.
Are you sure it's just on the weekends?
So that's been weird. But who knows where this is going to go, you guys. It's just one foot in front of the other. I need funding sponsors. I need to be taken seriously with regards to this healthcare consulting. I can see the sky is the fucking limit. I could see tons of opportunity to make money in this field. If you are in startups or new business development, if you know, please hit me up. Let me know what we can do together, what kind of strategy we can take to fundraise. I really want to get this firm off the ground. I know numerous very reputable doctors from my time at Northwestern and other health systems that I think would be perfect to hire on a per diem contract basis and offer these gigs where they could sit in the center of AI development and technological development and coding and programming of these new technologies that will aid and assist in not only accuracy in healthcare treatment, but fair treatment and remove the business aspect and the incentivized side of being reimbursed from healthcare, among numerous other things. There's a legal aspect that makes this very important, but the sky is the limit. And if you guys can help, please let me know. Otherwise, sponsors, please step in here. V-Law, we've already come up with a million different ways to censor all of the harassment out of my rhetoric, out of the comments. Why do you guys keep allowing it there? I feel like that's intentional.
Who are you guys? The sponsors? YouTube?
You guys have negative intentions associated with me, with my life, with my everything. And I am a little taken aback by that. It's been 6 years of them posting tooth emojis in an effort to hurt my feelings or make me feel, I don't know, bad about the fact that I have a crown in front of my teeth. This is a crown. Sending a bunch of emojis of teeth for 6 years doesn't make me want to die. I know that's what you guys are looking for. I don't care, but it does distract the fellowship from hearing the message that I'm trying to deliver. And it also is really rude and harassing, and almost I would definitely refer to it as, if you come into my virtual safe space that is mine and no one else's for the purpose of causing me harm, that is assault. And whether you're doing it in writing or in fists, hitting me, assault is assault. And you people deserve to be charged just like someone who's doing it in my face would be. But the emojis of tents and teeth have been on the forbidden list.
Yeah, I don't like Xavier. He's just funny. Like, his faces he makes are funny, but he's not a good guy. Like, I'll never go to bat for him or anything.
Of my YouTube for 6
He was going around taking pictures of women's feet that, like, without their consent or anything, just around Chicago when he had his Instagram.
years. So someone is hacking into my YouTube, turning comments on.
Taking notes, peanut butter jelly.
Keep comments off, and then removing the teeth and the tent from my forbidden list of words and allowing people to harass me. So that would be another thing to put on the list of ways that I've been unlawfully dealt with and ways that the local authority has looked the other way and allowed me to be assaulted. So I'd like that to stop immediately. But anyways, happy birthday, Heather. I'm going to get in a good workout. Thanks, babe. And then go see my kid in the system, which he should not be in to begin with. And this is going on 6 years of documenting this unlawful, unethical, corrupt behavior. And I'm very, very eager, hopeful, and optimistic for solutions. And to say that I've been patient would be a complete and total just understatement. No one should have to wait 6 days for this type of abuse to stop. It's been 6 years. So if you guys could get the fuck off your asses and figure out what the fuck is going on here, that'd be great.
What are you guys doing? All right, so apparently that's half of the fucking live stream right there. It's just in the one stream, the one Heather stream, because like when I put them all together, it was like 2 hours. I think take 2 hours 9 minutes. That's an hour. So we're halfway through. We're gonna take a smoke break. All right. Just because I'm probably not going to be able to for the rest of the stream. And then you guys can hear the DJ Alien Hippie song again, the new one, if you want. So I'll be really quick and we play that. If you missed it at the beginning, and I'll be right back, you guys.
My name is Heather Coco Sensa, Coco Chanel, YSL, Mrs. Smith. Where is Dylan? Inmate Y12173. Putting on makeup, ticket stacked, says she's working, never that. Working is just not my jam. Rainbow mom with a master plan. Cadillac CTS, she blew up. Says it's stolen, sold for bucks. Team Heather go crazy in her eyes. Calls a gang stalking nationwide. Tesla glare, headlights blink. Come in me, plate stalking is what she thinks. United States of Illinois. Crazy making curated lies. Stealing all of my stuff, spies. Fake eviction notice, surprise. United States of Illinois. Remo mom, cyborg mind, nefarious. The voices amplify. Shout out Alyssa's mom. Twins gone fast, text the boss. Sent the pic, that job was lost. Pregnant again in Chicago snow. Tinted Belmont toilet, no. I'm being tech box, can't you see? Held in a tent, conspiracy. Yacht club power extension cord. Hair dryer heat, fuck the law. They stole my kid. She screams online. A newborn in a tent. She's out of her mind. United States of Illinois. Healthcare expert beyond compare. Turkey mini loaf aroma in the air. They won't let me talk to my kids, unfair. United States of Illinois. Butter filters and ear tube mic noise. Look alive, investors hear my voice. Make it make sense, paranoid. Savior making faces at the cam. Gold pumps on, thinks he's glam. Eyebrows gone, that smile's a shame. Tight pants cutting off blood to the brain. Dresses like a lady, struts real proud. Thinks it's sweet made weed legal, what a clown. Doppelganger X, which one's real? Xavier's got a button, what's the deal? What is going on in his head? Shout out to Dolly Parton. ¿Cómo es en este pinche mundo? Que una mujer está llorando, gritando, llamando a la pinche policía y nunca vienen. Pero cuando está raining outside, tengo mucho frío, no tengo fucking socks. They stole all my fucking socks. They stole all my fucking socks. Arrested, screaming, losing her shit. Don't take my mom bracelets, legit. Botox attack, half her face. They broke in and injected meat case. Pooping in her toilet again. Files police reports to the end. Feed lot the kids' names scrambled tight. None of them is shit, she's not too bright. Says they remotely make her piss in her car. Excuse me, miss. United States of Illinois. I wanna file charges on everybody. Where are my sponsors? Somebody. United States of Illinois. Pancakes and duster. It's a turn up.
All right. Let me put this thing back on here. Here's the next one. I think this is the next one. Yeah. Look at her face. This is one of the ones that she deleted. This 30-minute one. It's not on her channel anymore.
So today I'm feeling every single day
And is Xavier in this one? Where's Xavier's cam?
up and I feel the input or the energy or the influence of some third party that is not my typical.
I think he's in the other seat in this one.
What do I mean by that? I have a personality and I also have systems in place for my life so that I can accomplish my goals little by little by little, right? I want to have abs by the summertime. I know that takes a
That's a good goal.
combined effort of the kitchen and
Songs by DJ Alien Hippie. I have them pinned on the thing here. So if you click that, it'll take you to their channel where you can sub to them, listen to it before I showcase them. This came up before the stream today. Because I'm not DJ Alien Hippie. I know Keith thinks I am, but I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. I would say if I was, I'd be like, this is my music. Go sub to my music. I play the guitar. You guys have heard my music.
for putting in meal prep and also getting to the gym every single day. Now, if you know anything about fitness, and I myself have worked in healthcare
They
10
just like
years.
the stream, I think.
I worked in personal training for a little under 5. And for one of those personal training years, I was working with an IFBB pro and prep coach, Christian McCoy, along with 2 other personal trainers, and
that's how she's gonna win Xavier back, with her killer abs, you know?
a super burly Russian personal trainer named Ice, who worked at the Elston Export. He's gone out of the country.
Zaddy, did you hear the song? If not, you should like rewind to five minutes a bit and then hear the song.
But the other 2 are still here, Jonathan and Manny. So I had Jonathan, Manny, Christian, and Ice as my coaches while I was training, and also while I was in school for personal training. And I can tell you that, yes, going to the gym will definitely change your body, whether you change your...
I swear I'm not. They come into the live chat sometimes. One time they'll come in and they'll type while I'm like going like this or something. Like it could not be me at all. I'll do like a cartwheel or something while they're typing in chat. One day it'll happen, trust me.
Or not. If you go from a stagnant life...
Thank you for being a good little angel for 6 months, Starface.
Eating like shit, and you start incorporating 1 hour of physical fitness every single day, yes, you will see changes in your body, improvements in your body. You will see yourself start to lean out. That is absolutely true. But when we're talking about my level of competition...
Why'd you delete this one? This is good goals. Good goals, Heather. I'm proud of you, kinda, I guess.
My level of competition, and I don't mean competition pro, amateur, or whatever. I mean competition with myself, with who I was, with my old body size and type. When we talk about that level of competition, I'm pretty lean, all things considered. I have pretty noticeable muscles in my shoulders.
Okay, I get that, but I was going to work on my other channel, and then DJ Alien Hippie dropped that song, and I was like, I need to make this the new intro. So then I worked on that instead of my own channel, my other channel. That I was just gonna color. Maybe I'll do that after this one if I have the energy to. But not. I was like, they're gonna think that, and then I was like, no one's even gonna notice. Bombastic side eye.
My back, my arms, even my lower body that's always been top heavy is pretty muscular. My legs are very strong.
I'll show you guys the other channel. Hold on.
I press about 4 plates max on each side, which is 45 pounds. They're 45 pounds each. So 45 plus 45 is 90. That's 180 on each side. Times 2 is 360 plus 45 pounds for the bar. So we're talking over 400 pounds that I'm able to press with my legs. With that being said, I have to...
It's pretty impressive, I guess.
...get to the gym to be able to make these improvements. So to stay away from the
I can't find my channel.
thing, this is my daily vlog. We're doing a check-in. I told you guys that there was a team that had been caught and was in the process of being prosecuted for intentionally engaging in behaviors for the purpose of causing others to appear as though they were going crazy. The truth of the matter is they actually make you go crazy. I don't know if they're giving drugs that cause psychosis.
Oh, that's why. She doesn't want to say that she's actually going crazy, because then that's going to hinder her chances of getting her kid back and stuff. So she's saying she's actually going crazy in this stream. That makes sense. I've almost found the other channel. Here's the other channel. Look, this is the other channel. And I was going to stream on this other channel. But I did not. I didn't. I did the intro instead. But this would be the other channel. This is the only time you're going to see it. So look at it real quick, because you're never going to see it again. I don't want the 2 channels linked together, really. Because I think there's nefarious stuff going on this channel, because I'm a crazy person like these crazy people. And I just want to see. I just want to test some things out. If it's me, or if it's, I don't know, not me, I guess. Does that make sense?
I don't know if it's drugs and physical sorts of bullying and physical conditions, but they definitely make you go crazy. If I could, after they told me that they were going to make me go crazy and they wrote Team Heather Go Crazy on the truck and started following me from the front with it.
Yeah, no, I added that pancake thing. So like the video with the videos in it, I put videos to the song, but the song dropped and then I put the videos to the song, if that makes sense. If you go to DJ Alien Hippie's channel, like it's just like cover art, and I was trying to put videos to the song, if that makes sense.
I knew at that point that I was under attack, and every single day since that day I have been surrounded by at least one, and I'm not talking about each time every day, one time a day. I'm talking every single time I've gotten into my car since seeing that Team Go Crazy Heather written on the back of that SUV. They have engaged in behaviors intentional.
Somebody said in the chat that it was probably Team Heath Go Crazy, because that's a thing or something.
To make me
What's Team Heath Go Crazy?
lose my mind or become scared or vulnerable. They say that it's so that I cannot be used as a witness. I don't give a
You think Heather tried to hack your Instagram today? I've been getting all those somebody thinks you need help messages, and today somebody tried to log into my Instagram and change my password multiple times. Make sure that it's actually Instagram, because Instagram had a data breach, and I don't know how, but the hackers are able to send, like, someone tried to reset your password from Instagram's thing, like it'll say from an Instagram email, so it'll look legit. But if you go to like forget where it is, if you go to your settings in Instagram and then like privacy or whatever, you can see what emails Instagram has actually sent you.
These
And then if you double
blackberry
check that
bushes,
way.
y'all. Look at these blackberries. Ow, Dave! I'm stuck in a bush. There's thorns in my fucking back. Dave! 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 Dave!
At Cindy_Lou_102 super chatted. $2. Count how many times she says crazy.
Thank you for that too, Cindy. I actually don't know how many times she said crazy. I don't have a transcript. I don't have any transcripts for this one. She deleted it. It's probably a lot though. And Tiny Mother, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Welcome, good little angels. I gotta make my hearts better. They used to be better.
what their purpose is. If you're allowing people like Dylan and Marissa and all of their friend group to get high on $2,000 canisters of nitrous oxide while they lay in a nicely warmed penthouse in a bed having sex with each other with neon lights flashing all fucking day, and the way that you make me deal with the same shit is that you actually
What do the neon lights have to do with anything?
torment me, stalk me, follow me, harass me, make me incapable of reaching my goals, of being where I need to be, of doing what I need to do, then you deserve to be indicted. That is assault. If you want me to sit down and be quiet, go ahead and get me a $2,000 canister of nitrous oxide, some balloons, and some neon lighting. Book me a penthouse with a beautiful California king bed with a pillow top mattress. I have no problem taking 2-3 days off and fucking relaxing in my bed with a big old nitrous oxide balloon. Let's fuck.
That's a good point. I wonder if she saw Loca's video with Dylan and that's why she's talking about it so much lately. I think if she did see that, or she did see Dylan's live stream in general, that she would be referencing what's her face, Jordan, instead of Marissa, because Jordan was the one that Dylan was with in that hotel, right? So, and then she would definitely like all that together and be like, isn't that convenient that Dylan Smith is with Jordan, who I had to steal the laptop of? So that's why I don't think she's seen it, because she's not referencing Jordan, she's referencing Marissa. But I could be wrong. She might have seen it.
Get it, bro. Turn up. But what I'm not gonna do, what no one should have to do, is
Yo, Dylan's gone. Dylan thinks he's just as crazy as Heather. He thinks there's an insurance scam happening with him and they want to kill him. It's for life insurance.
out here in the fucking cold snow trying to get to the gym on time, but being intentionally denied the opportunity to exercise, the opportunity to fucking make your
Yeah, that's the laptop she stole.
body feel whole, feel healthy, the opportunity to clear your mind from the bullshit, from the pressure, from the accusations, from the setups.
That's why we watched that last week, because I don't really care about Dylan that much, but the fact that he was with Jordan, like the Jordan from with the laptop, I was like, this there might be something interesting in here. There wasn't. They were just fighting and yelling, and I'm surprised they didn't get busted for all the meth they had on them, but near miss with the police.
You fucking people are insane thinking that this is acceptable. And if you don't know what nitrous oxide is, I encourage you to call the local FBI and ask them how it is that regular civilians are permitted or were permitted to purchase upwards of 300
Tiffany dropped a bomb? What is it?
tall, 6-foot tall canisters of nitrous oxide that they were storing all.
Oh yeah, don't call the FBI. I don't know. You guys wouldn't call the FBI, but just in case you're like, oh my god, don't do it.
Tina Tsuzumis's house, and they try to charge her for it. Yes, I am telling the truth. Everyone who's under pressure, who do they put under pressure? People who know what the fuck is going on. Duh. Who do they put under pressure? People who can't fucking afford to be quiet. People who have kids or stock or money.
Well, you don't custody your kids, stock or money.
Or jobs that they show up to. Dylan and all of his friends.
Oh, the Dylan video? Yeah, no, we watched it last week. On last Friday, we watched the video.
Put them into shit just long enough.
The Dylan video with Jordan.
To see what's going on, and then they need them to be quiet, so they fucking give them nitrous oxide and silence their brainwaves. You think I'm fucking playing? I'm not. I am not.
It is the gas you get at the dentist. Mark Hensley is addicted to this shit too.
That is real shit. You don't believe me? Google. You don't believe Google? Call the feds. Ask them. That shit is real. Always has been. My point that I'm making is that I'm fucking annoyed today because there is definitely a noticeable and team effort. A noticeable team effort that has been taken to attempt to deter me from reaching my goals. My goals with my diet and exercise, my goals with getting in the gym, my goals with my health.
Wake up earlier.
Care startup, my goals with all of the other businesses that I've been doing. McCormick Place, a huge partner of mine. The venue McCormick Place has been a recurring theme for me since I was about, I would say, 20. My sister, me, the boat show, the auto show. First of all, I attended all of these conventions as a child with my family. We've been local to Chicago my whole entire life. My uncle had a yacht. We would go to the boat show every year. Fishing and hunting show too. So when I turned 2021, my sister and I both started working at these shows as promo models. Not Marissa, not Dylan. And the reason I bring this up is because after I got done broadcasting everything I was a part of and all the businesses that I was a part of, they basically rendered me incapable with some sort of invisible fence. If you know, you know. Alan Madison, I know you know.
Who is Alan Madison? Alan Madison. Okay, that's not. Alan Madison. A doomsday prepper? Oh, an invisible fence. Is this the same Alan Madison? Desert survival. This dude's got 500 subs. I'm sure super reputable. Let's just search fence here. Nothing about an invisible fence. I guess Alan Madison doesn't know. At least not on YouTube. I'm not reading articles about him. He was on Doomsday Preppers though.
And basically stole my real life circumstances working as a promo model, contracting my own business, building teams, hiring girls to do event promotions, trade show modeling, sales, etc. and so forth. And they just came and said, nope, we're going to give this job to Marissa. Yeah, the job you made up on your own and literally created from nothing.
For you?
Been working on for 20 fucking years. We're going to give it to her, and we're going to give her money to work at the auto show, and we're going to feature her, and we're going to make it look as though everything you were talking about on those recorded phone calls.
I love when she taps the screen. That's new. Well, maybe it's not new. It's something that she's been doing lately that I don't remember her doing in the tent so much, but she loves tapping on the screen lately.
Is actually belongs to her.
She's fucking really jealous of Marissa.
And we're just going to leave you in a pile of your own filth. You know, we're not going to allow you to shower for a year while you're pregnant. And then we're going to curate stealing your baby. Meanwhile, Dylan and Marissa are going to go smoke some nitrous oxide balloons, throw a fucking orgy, do several rounds of ecstasy pills and other drugs, maybe head out to a couple of nightclubs, cash out for 10 to 50 to 100 grand each. You'll still be laying in a tent under padlock and key, okay?
That's what they told her. The producers of the Heather show. It's like the Truman Show, but more intense.
Am I missing something here? So I went to college, for the record. I have
She didn't graduate. She went to online college. I don't know how you don't graduate from online college. My eyes are driving me nuts today.
For the record, it used to be 3, but then Xavier got me pregnant 3 months after the twins died while I was on birth control, and that's Weston. Love you, babe. Would never regret you, would never take you back, but what?
Can't take him back. He's born.
Fuck. And the authority here locally doesn't see anything wrong with what's going on and has been incapable and incompetent at best at preventing and stopping further assaults from taking place. And I would like to indict everyone involved. I've neither consented nor have I agreed, excuse me, to being a part of any of whatever the fuck these people have going on. Ever. Never, not once.
Oh, like Brooke with the free Harvard classes.
So I'm upset because I leave the house at 7 a.m. to come to the gym, and they've now been fucking with me, making it nearly impossible for me to get to the gym on time. So I'm getting to the gym with about 20 minutes of exercise time and then having to rush through a 15-minute shower, not being able to do my hair or makeup. Well, maybe you guys don't think that's important, but it is. When you're being judged by the DCFS and they're continuing to circulate a false narrative that's already been disproven by many, many doctors that there's something wrong with my mental health, it's definitely important to show up looking ready. And you have to know that people are judging you.
Everything she said in this live, I think, would point to some kind of mental illness.
Here. Please hurry. C4. I think the C4s are 2 for $5.50. Go ahead and grab 2.
Well, we get to hear like what she talks to the social workers about when she visits her kid, and it's nonsense.
And then put 24 on. No, put
like about butt lifts and Juvederm and shit.
20 on gas. I'm not gonna have enough space for 24. Please hurry. It's already 8:38. So I'm supposed to be at the gym at 8 a.m. From my house where I live, Google anticipates that it will take 38 minutes at most to get to Hillside, Illinois, yet somehow we've been in the car. Xavier, it's 8:40.
Look what you're doing right now in the car. You're not driving, you're just kind of sitting there telling a story, and Xavier's supposed to be getting C4s, but he's twirling his hair or something. He's in the other seat. Womp womp.
In the car for an hour and 40 minutes, and we're barely at Cumberland and Lawrence.
Just fuck around. You fuck around too much. Remember that South Park episode?
Make that shit make sense. Don't worry, you can't. Every single morning that I am up ready to go, earlier than the morning before, on maybe 5 or 6 hours of sleep tops, they curate some sort of fucking drama. The more I report the drama that's being curated.
This is wild to me right now. Maybe we'll just start streaming horizontal again. I don't get how the numbers are better horizontal than vertical. It's weird.
The more they make fun of me.
Because Xavier's less than Heather. He sits in the back. He's like a dog. I don't know. It's maybe he's too distracting in the front. Maybe there was an incident.
Harm harm me and try to use it against me. If I don't report the drama that's being curated, they use it against me in the future for larger things, like to get me kicked out of my house or to get me removed from people's driving list as their driver or as their transportation service. They circulate negative, nefarious lies about me. They harm me, they stalk me, they harass me. And then when I finally can't take it anymore and I finally start feeling like I'm having some sort of disassociation from what's going on, they start saying, see, we told you she's crazy. I would like to move forward on indictments for all.
It's been saying this for so long. That's not how it works, man.
I would like a team of engineers and technology people. See, and
Technology people.
what I think is happening. I think what's happening is I'm having my team
Oh, this is where she gets attacked. She gets attacked. And she forgets her thought about the team, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to know about the team. Come to the future, tiny mother. Come to the... Wow! To the future! You know, 1.25 speed. I'll catch up. It's because the internet's nefarious. YouTube's nefarious. Everything's nefarious. My internet's probably nefarious. A little bit nefarious. We have 0 drop frames though today, so that's good. I'm assuming she's texting either Xavier's mom or a driver or the social worker, because they have a conversation soon after this. That sounds like it would be like someone she was texting her. It's Chicago.
every fucking day.
Don't people know how to drive in the snow in Chicago?
There's a curated effort by some masked individuals. Now, here's what's been going on with me. Here's the sequence of events. So I'm fine. I'm of strong, sound mental health and completely capable of using my voice to communicate the reality, along with evidence to communicate the reality of the things that have been taking place around me. There seem
names and positions and where they are in the hierarchy. Like who has authority over who on this team?
To be a third party that is banking on their skewed narrative of a reality that does not exist being forwarded to the chain of command. So there are people who cannot afford for the truth to be told. They're 2 for $5.50. I said to grab 2 for $5.50. So there's a team of people who are banking on.
Have you seen those masks that like they go over your face completely and they look pretty much like anyone else? I don't know how to describe them. Maybe it's one of those masks.
That chain of command being degraded. And when they can't make me go crazy, they fuck up. And they make the people above me go crazy. And once all of the authority above me, I opened it already, has gone crazy, who's left to call the shots? Only the downline. And if your downline is fucking trash.
The downline, the upline, apparently this is MLM talk? Has Heather been involved in MLMs recently?
If your downline is made up of people that could possibly be classified as animals by their IQ, what chance do me and my family have at being okay? So, now, I've been through this so many fucking times. We've proven that there's definitely a strategic effort being made to keep me from reaching numerous, one or multiple of my goals and the things that I have to do. There's
Hope she's not saying this to like the social workers or the court, because the court's just gonna, no wonder they're calling her crazy.
Diversity at every fucking turn, every single day. But if I keep it under wraps, later on when it all comes to head, when they try to set me up, when they try to say, yo, it was Heather who did this, this, and that. All I have to do now is be like, oh, really? Actually, if we scroll back here, we could see that Heather did not do this, this, or that. She actually did not a goddamn thing wrong.
She deletes streams.
Has been minding her fucking business and staying where she belongs in her lane.
This is one of the ones she deleted.
Entire time, and people do not
Double check.
like it when I fucking prove them wrong. The way to piss off a narcissistic piece of shit, prove them wrong. Show everyone, embarrass them with truth.
Yeah, there's no 30-minute one here anymore. There is that's from 11 days ago anyways. There's a hour one. That's one we watched before. And then there's a 11-minute one. And then there's a 3-minute one. But there's more live streams than just these three. So I guess Heather didn't want them seeing this one. Because she's saying some pretty crazy stuff, actually.
Try me. You don't believe me? Go ahead.
What was she saying at the beginning? Something that I was like, ooh. Oh, that she's actually going crazy. That's not something you want to say if you're trying to not look like you're crazy. She said the N-word? Did she? What's she calling? Somebody now.
Hey, do you want to do it? Do you want to still do it, or when are you busy tomorrow? Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, that's fine. You know, what can we do? They're really messing with me too. So I'll be there, you know, at the time, but I have to leave. I have got to leave at 12:40 or 12:45, the absolute latest, no exceptions.
What do you gotta do? You gotta go drive around? Uber? It's your kid.
Okay, then I'll see you soon. Yeah, that works. I appreciate it. All right, thank you. See you soon. Drive safe. Okay, bye. So they're fucking first causing me to go crazy when they see they can't make me go crazy, or if we're being honest, they fucking made me go crazy a long ass time ago.
You don't think that was a real call?
The shit I think about, you guys have no idea. This shit is wild as fuck, the shit I think about. I mean, wild. Wild as hell. They made me go crazy a long time ago. But I don't let anyone see. What they're looking for is to make me go crazy in the way that physically incapacitates me. They're trying to make me go crazy in the way that I can't get out of bed, or that I'm so dysfunctional that I have to be apprehended and held in a hospital room or some shit, and they can't get there with me. So
yeah, we sniped it. I just didn't put them on screen, but Loco Coco did a blurred version. I uploaded a blurred version of it, so we'll watch that one. Where she just talks to the fucking social worker about her BLM. No, not her BLM. What am I saying? He wants to get a butt lift, her BBL, and Juvederm and Botox and crap.
They bang their head against that wall for a certain amount of time, they start moving up my upline. And they start trying to fuck with my upline.
Yeah. She wants one.
Hold on a second. This is Heather.
Look at all the snow, you guys.
I can't talk right now, but can you give us a call back later? It's pouring snow and I'm in traffic. Yep, thank you so much. Anytime. Just give me, we have a visit today and anyways, all that's strategic too. So they like to fuck with me. They like to attempt to cause me to be incapacitated because that.
Imagine that was her lawyer or something. Or someone with the court who knows of Heather's live streams. It's like, I wonder if I call Heather, what she'll say if she's on live stream. And if they just watch that live, that'd be crazy.
Prove their lies. Weston has a mother and father that have 0 mental health disorders that loves him very much. Weston also has a mother and father that have been victimized for years, because of some implied benefit that either or both of us can provide to the state of Illinois as witnesses. But if we're crazy, we cannot be witnesses. If we're crazy...
I've never heard Heather talk about upline or downline. I think maybe she got into a MLM. That'd be bad.
...be discredited, and we cannot have to...
We'll find out. She'll yell about it if she gets scammed.
...stand against these people who have fucked with us. Because do you think that I'm going to be taking the stand against someone who helps me, loves me, supports me? No. Do you think that I or anyone would be willing to take the stand against someone that's stealing money out of their bank account, raping them, separating them from their kids? Probably so, right? So my upline is being fucking...
multi-level marketing.
They're looking...
So like, I heard Sensi is like an MLM. They're like a scam. It's like a pyramid scheme. It's like a pyramid scheme.
...their integrity, and it's not their fault. My upline has probably already lost their jobs, would be my guess. And the people who are representing American Punisher, they don't fucking know. They're punishing the upline under the impression that the upline is what's causing this with me. The top is not what's causing this. The top is refusing to contribute financially to who they perceive as being the cause of this. It's bad, you guys. It's fucking terrible. Right now, today, January the what? 15th? What day is it? 14th? January the 14th. 2 days after my birthday. And yeah, it's the worst it's been in, I would say, a year. Maybe longer than a year. A year ago, it wasn't bad. A year ago, there was minimal crazy making behavior. I had just moved into my new apartment. I was employed at the bar.
You weren't live streaming.
Spin at State and the River for a year. I was also driving Lyft, so I was...
Yeah, what happened to Spin? Like, why didn't she stay at Spin? That would have been a more reliable source of income than Uber.
...in 2 jobs. Then I quit doing that because the environment was not good for me, and I began driving Uber full-time, and I've been driving Uber 7 days a week since November of last year. So a year and 2 months.
I don't believe that.
And this is the worst it's been since I got in my apartment where I am now. So...
Oh, she was fired? I didn't even know she was fired. Why was she fired?
Definitely something needs to change. Definitely someone needs to intervene. Definitely.
Did I forget she was fired? I don't remember why she was fired. I don't think I knew she was fired.
They're fucking with my ability to continue living life in the way that I need to, peacefully, of sound health, mental health, physical wellness, eating healthy, etc. and so forth. There are numerous, this is the best way I could use to describe it. Me, my life, and my situation are having a bunch of overlap with people who don't have the same goals as us. So I'm working to get my kids out, you know, my son Weston, and get my other 3 children out of a situation of desperation. Now, mind you, my kids are good. They live with family. My daughter has her own place, and my other 2 kids live with their dad, but they're supposed to live with me. And with all of this stalking and...
They're supposed to live with me. Where? You have a closet for Weston, and he's not even with you. Where are they supposed to stay with you, bro?
Harassment going on, they can't. I have not consented to this stalking and harassment, nor do I find it an acceptable means or method of communicating what's going on. I would like everyone involved to be indicted. But I'm letting you know for the record and on the record that 100% there is a tremendous intentional effort. I am being harassed. I am being stalked. I am being followed again. I have been for quite some time. No one is helping me. They have served me with another round of eviction notices after I told the landlord that I was being broken into. Someone took a number 2, a shit in my toilet. I called 911. They refused to send an officer out. All of those calls are logged.
Again, like, imagine getting 911, please. Yes. What's your emergency? Someone took a poop in my toilet. I need cops out here now. To do what? I think the first time I saw this, someone was like, for DNA evidence. Did she expect the cops to take the poop with them and test it? The pooping bandit, yep.
They said if I wanted to, really wanted to, I could go to the police station and bring my evidence. So you want me to take a photo of the poop? go drive over to the police station and
Imagine it's Heather, and she doesn't even know it's her. Like some Fight Club shit, and they tell her, it's like, this is you, Heather. She's like, what?
after working
She gets cameras, he finds out it is her. She has like some kind of fucking crisis.
12 hours today and spending 3 hours.
Also, something to point out. You know how like Brooke has no pupils? Heather has only pupils. There's only pupils. I don't see any like color to her eye.
At the DCFS and driving here, there, and there. I'm supposed to abandon the only hour I have to get in the house at 11 or midnight, shower, and get ready for bed so that I could go sit in the police station and show them a photo of someone else's shit floating around in my toilet? That's your answer? How about you just dispatch a fucking cop to my house and he can look at it with his own eyes, and while he's there, he can
look at it. He wants to look at it with his own eyes. What is it gonna do?
He could see everything else that's been stolen, etc. and so forth. That would be too easy. So the upline has been fucked. The downline has been fucked. I have been fucked. Everyone's been fucked.
Not me.
I don't know what to do about it. I have to maintain, I have to keep on my schedule as close as possible, and I have to literally suppress all of the disassociation that I begin to feel. And sometimes I notice myself doing this, but for a long time, and they call that getting dolled out. Artesia, the other driver, I'm not supposed to mention any names, but she no longer works with us, so I think it's safe. She was able to drive my son for a year and a half. She knows me well. I'm 99.100% sure that on a lie detector test, she'd have nothing but good things to say about me because I've never been inappropriate with her. I've not been nothing but respectful with her, as has Xavier. Xavier, she might be able to come up with some shit, but not me, and that's a sure thing, right? That's a sure thing. But randomly, she just stopped showing up. And that's every other driver that we've had since this began.
Right, so like, wouldn't you think maybe the problem is me? Is like you? Is you, Heather? Maybe? Maybe.
One time she was sitting there in the corner.
Heather's live right now? No. Is she? Really? What a treat. Are you guys sure? No, she's not. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Cite? I thought this was Cindy as well. No, I don't think she's not live. She's not. Must be an old notification. Where did I put this other one? Here it is. False alarm.
I dolled her out and she was this. And I took a picture.
Yeah, YouTube does that. YouTube's being evil.
Of it. But I'm not going to circulate it because that's, I don't want to get in trouble.
It's like really late for her to go live.
It's already warned me. They have been dolling us out for a long time, and I'm glad that YouTube will have record of this because it.
Has she ever been live during a Feral Friday? Imagine she watched Feral Friday. That'd be crazy. I don't think she does. I don't think she's ever been live like during a Feral Friday.
Shows that I've been aware the entire time, and I know there's laws and regulation that say you could do this shit to people when they're not aware. But that you're not allowed to do this to them when they are aware. And not only am I aware now.
Yeah, but she also posted a video of her at like the strip club at 2 a.m. So I don't know how much I believe Heather, right?
Been aware for the longest time. So I hope everyone has a good day. They're fucking driving me out of my mind, you guys. Like real bad.
Oh, no.
Real fucking bad these last few days. When I drive Uber, I feel calm. When I exercise, I feel calm. When I'm in communication with my kids, I feel calm. The rest of the time, it's like waiting for the other shoe to drop. I think, is that the same? The shoe to drop? Whatever. I have to leave the gym in 30 minutes, and that includes my shower time, so I gotta go. I'm real fucking irritated. I like to arrive at the gym at 7:30, 7:40. It's now 8:53. So they curated a 2-hour commute for me. It does not take 2 hours to get from where I live to here. And I would like the people responsible for doing this shit to be indicted.
It's just traffic, bro. Or you're dilly-dallying. One or the other.
When I started coming to this gym, it was empty. No hay nadie en el intro. Nadie. Mira, cuando yo estoy aquí unos 2 o 3 meses atrás, estamos aquí con unos 3 o 4 más personas o más. No hay nadie. Y ahorita está todo el parking garage lleno de carro. Lleno de carro. It's never been like this any of the other times we've been here. They fucking follow me, you guys. This is not a joke. I've never been joking. Ever. I'm still dealing with the Botox situation, having half my face been Botoxed while I was unconscious. I'm going to deal with that today.
What would the point of that be?
No assistance from law enforcement, no advocacy, no protection, and all they can fucking do is continue to point the finger and say Heather's going crazy. Bitch, fuck you. Do you fucking see this? Am I making that shit up?
Do you think she only had the money for like one side of her face or something? And she's like, I'll look sophisticated, you know? I can't do the face. I'll just look like that all the time. It'll look good. It'll look good until I can afford the other shot.
I cannot move the right side of my fucking face. Someone went in my house while I was unconscious and fucking dosed me with Botox. Only on the right. And that is one of thousands of things, including rape, including robbery, including bludgeoning, including getting stabbed, that have gone on that law enforcement has not resolved, that I've received zero restitution for, that I have not been paid back on. So for my vlog for today, I just would like everyone...
You know what? When we get to the Weston's visit, the visit with Weston, then yeah, maybe that what she said there will shine some light on it.
know that, look,
Now, I think you might be right. I think everything might be piecing together, Vegas.
I haven't quit. I haven't given up. I know how to speak professionally as if I were in a corporate office. I also know how to speak in slang, like I'm talking to my peer group, you know, in a non-professional
You don't have a peer group.
setting. None of that has anything to do with anything. If I'm talking that way, it's not because I'm being disrespectful to you. Most of the time I start talking ghetto, it's because I got nothing left to give. I'm at my wit's fucking end and I'm about to fucking break off. And I don't mean break off like something bad's gonna happen to me. I mean break off like something bad is gonna happen to you. So, I'm about to go get my 10 minutes of exercise today because that's what the fuck these people curate for me. Even though I like to spend 2 hours in the gym, the ideal schedule is wake up at 6:30, get in the car at 7, be at the gym by 7:45, exercise from 7:45 to 8:45, shower from 8:45 to 9:30, shower and get ready, go get my son's lunch, and then be at my visit by 11. But because of all of, you know, this, it's 8:56 and I'll probably have, like I said, 5 to 10 minutes to exercise, and then I need to shower and get ready for the visit with my son. So again, you people are fucking scumbags, pieces of shit. For anyone who's in
What do you think she does in there for 45 minutes? Comes up with all her amazing business ideas.
the audience who's been here the whole time, who's not a scumbag piece of shit, and I'm judging this off the comments, as you all can see. Thank you for following. If there's any way that you can fucking enlist the assistance of some sort of external private detective or anyone to go back from 2015 when the state of Illinois was recording every day while I was being forced by a detective and Dylan to
Stop yelling.
God knows what, get those fucking tapes. Please get those fucking tapes.
Mamma Mia! Mamma Mia. Okay, where's the next one? This is the next one. I think this is the next one. Yeah, it would be. So, I think she still has this one up. This 11-minute one. Can we see Xavier? I don't know. We'll find out.
So I'm doing my vlog for the day. How's everyone doing? We don't have a visit today. We visit Weston Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes Tuesdays. So I have a day off today from that. So I decided to start working early. The first shift is always my favorite shift. But there's been a lot going on in terms of intentional crazy making behavior. And this has been very well documented for going into 6 years or more now. And I think that it's beginning to afflict and affect more people than just myself and my family. So I think that that is the reason why it's getting more attention. But there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of creating a narrative intentionally, surrounding that narrative with circumstances, environmental or.
It's like I need to look more professional. I'll put my glasses on. I'll start talking in my professional voice. We'll hide Xavier in the other seat.
Otherwise, that are meant and made to support that narrative. I want to talk about some of the discrepancies that I have personally witnessed or encountered over the last several days during the period of the George Floyd issue, when George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, within just a few short months of each other, were both brutally murdered, as represented by the media, by members of law enforcement. None of us were there. We can only perceive what we believe happened based on the information that's communicated to us. But during that time,
What does that do with anything? What?
BLM and COVID in 2019 and 20, the entire city of Chicago was shut down. The bridges that connected the outskirts with the inner city were all up so that you could not get across them. There was marching going on. There was protesting going on. There were smash and grabs going on. There was looting going on. There was rioting going on. There were police cars overturned, engulfed in flames, among many, many other things. Now,
Is that what happened in Chicago?
today and yesterday, the last several days, I've been in a space where I've been picking up Uber riders who have been sharing with me various concerns that they have perceived as being a possible threat to us over the last several days. This information has become incredibly skewed and varied from person to person. I'm not here to judge the credibility of the people I interact with. If you meet a stranger on the street and you say, hi, hello, how are you? And they communicate something to you, you don't typically go above and beyond to say, well, what does this person do for a living? Where does this person live? Where does this person cite their sources or get their information from, right? So you don't really know. Now, I've had yesterday all day, everyone was talking about, with great disgust, the fact that a woman had run over an ICE agent with her car and caused him some sort of physical pain or suffering. The argument was that the woman should not have been where she was. She was not an ICE agent. The area that she was in was closed down to her. She was not supposed to be accessing that area. And even after numerous verbal instructions that she should
Nice, you get 3 days off.
not be.
I tapped out from the stream because I was like, fuck this shit. But it's the Heather Gillespie stream. We gotta get through. It's only 10 minutes. So it's not that bad. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it gets worse. I have no idea because I didn't watch the rest of this. Thank you for gifting a membership, George G. I don't know why I called you George. Welcome to being a good little angel, Chakadawak Murph.
That area.
Chakar Murph.
She still attempted to literally use her vehicle to run an agent over and squash their insides, rendering them either dead
Heather has just a way of describing things.
or very much harmed. The opposition says that she did not do that she never hit the man, that she at most grazed the man. Now, this was the biggest debate that we had about this situation.
She was leaving her own home.
This was what was being.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. I probably should have looked into it before doing this stream because I forgot this was in it.
Debated online on my news feed. This is what was being debated in my car. This is what was being debated in general.
We don't know. She said she was bludgeoned again, but she also said that Xavier like threw her over his shoulder, so maybe that's where she got it from. Something nefarious happened. Oh, she could have also just crashed her car into something.
Only news I had heard.
Crashed her car a lot.
Today, just 24 hours later, pardon me, the narrative has been heavily surrounding the accusation that in that specific set of circumstances, the woman in the face after he was hit with her car, that the woman is dead. If she is, rest in peace to whomever she is. And that this ICE officer was given total immunity by Jay Vance, that he will not be pursued or charged with any crime, and that he will receive full immunity. I heard this from at least 3 writers today and several people who I've spoken with. In my social media algorithm, they're still saying nothing about a woman being shot and murdered. They're only saying that
What? Really?
there was an ICE agent that was struck with a vehicle and dragged.
Well, that's because Heather Gillespie's social media feed is insane, actually. That makes a lot of sense. I have an account where I only follow Heather Gillespie. Well, I follow like people that Heather Gillespie follows to kind of blend in. And there'll be times where I don't realize I'm on the wrong account and I'm just scrolling through like reels and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what happened to Instagram? And then I'll be like, oh, I'm on the wrong account. So that kind of makes sense to me, actually. Since I've been in the Heather Gillespie simulator on Instagram.
And he was just doing his job. So I'm wondering, are our social media...
I was like, this is a lot of racist shit and stuff. I was like, what the fuck?
And
my Instagram is a whole bunch of awesome, funny things. So I got very concerned. I was like, when did Instagram turn into Twitter?
Other outlets for receiving news that are incoming. So meaning not something we're going out and seeking. So not just turning on the TV or not so much turning on the TV, but so much.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to think it's fake.
I don't know you from Adam. Yeah, well, got to learn. This is the mountain, boy. This is the mountain. Yeah, that means that this is the good old boy system. That's exactly what it means. You're part of the system now. You're Eve just like they are.
At Cindy_Lou_102 super chatted. $5. Steve's drunk lol, love you all. I live for Feral Friday, smiling face with open hands, purple heart.
Thanks for the 5, Cindy. I'm not drunk. Do I sound drunk? That's not good.
That not what am I trying to say here? Is the news that we're being filtered subjective to...
You don't miss Brooke's voice at all?
Various teams or groupings that we may be classified under? Are a portion of the population receiving certain news while another portion of the population receives other news? I've had people say that all of this is just another publicity stunt. I've had people say that COVID and BLM and George Floyd and Breonna Taylor were all lies and publicity stunts. I've had people get very upset over people saying that those things were occurring and that they were publicity stunts.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people, who have, there were several buildings with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor's faces painted on them, high rises all around the city. Now, in addition to that type of news coming through that may or may not be reputable or trustworthy, I've also had a lot of bipolarity in the recollection of...
I did say drinking is cringe, because it is. It's a waste of time.
Certain events and time periods that have taken place. So there have been many people who have perceived and recollected the same things that I and others have experienced in a way that is very different from each other. How can we both be standing in the same spot, looking at the same thing, seeing something different?
Yeah, very rare.
How? Right? So when it gets to that, it starts...
Brooke got arrested, and I think the day before Brooke got arrested, I was like, if Brooke gets arrested, I'll have a drink with you guys. So then I had to. If it was like 2 months after, I probably would have actually forgot that I even said that, and maybe I would have got away with not doing it. But I had to do it because I said I would do it. And then the other time was I tried drinking rum and eggnog and it was disgusting. It was like the grossest drink I've ever made in my life. There's still rum in my freezer from that because I didn't use it for anything else. So I was like, I don't know, maybe one day we can have some rum with something.
You've ruled out perception issues or errors as being the problem. Now you're opening the possible diagnosis of what the problem could be to more malicious, nefarious, premeditated
Oh, to get the Mai Tais? Mango Mai Tais, the Circle K?
efforts. Is someone intentionally causing this confusion in our demographic? Are there or is there an intentional effort to make people scared or confused, or maybe they're not scared or confused, they're just wrong about what's going on? And then if you give someone a bunch of wrong information and that fuels and shapes their decision making process, what is the potential outcome, and how could it be involved with, you know, resolution for any of these subjects or topics if these subject and topics are not actually real? It seems like
Oh, sorry. I'm not upset or anything. I was just saying it's better than being called a meth head. People do think I'm a drunk. I don't know why. People have come and asked me that. It's probably because I don't talk very well, and I switch my words around. Like I mess my words up a lot. Maybe that's why.
you know, what type of person, place, or thing would benefit from not having the general public all on the same page?
I just got a new computer. How long ago that was probably in April, March or April of 2024, like last year. Because I remember why I got this laptop, so it would have been those months.
And why, right? And that's what I'm currently experiencing. There is a tremendous amount of confusion, even more, mis and disinformation being presented, and not too much
You're good, Cindy. You're good.
available
No
in the
worries.
way of making sense of it all. So, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I'd like to remind.
No, I don't work at that job anymore. I don't work anywhere. This is where I work. On YouTube. Apparently.
You guys, none of
I
this
mean,
is
it's been, I guess, it's been over a year. So something's working. We'll just run it till the wheels fall off. Once I get canceled, we'll do something else.
by mistake. I was told, I was warned by several people that there was an effort,
What is that noise? What is that noise? You'll like the new one eventually, Cindy. I bet you it works a lot better than the old one. I know that you were saying that you were having I was giving you troubles though.
internal effort, and still likely is.
What was that? That's so crazy.
That there was an effort,
Proximity.
an external effort, and still likely is an effort to cause myself and
I thought something was gonna explode or something.
others who have either experienced, witnessed, or are currently experiencing or witnessing some of these issues as having occurred, and that the effort is allegedly to make these people go crazy or lose their minds or feel confused. And then from there, you'd have to take it on a case by case basis to see what would the motivation be to make the person go crazy or the group go crazy. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick check-in. The big kids are good as far as I know, all in school doing their thing. Weston is with Xavier's mom. We'll see him again tomorrow at our regularly scheduled visits, and they have gotten a better control over the visits now. There were several weeks over the holidays that we were not permitted to see him as is court ordered, for all 3 visits because they could not find transportation. So all of these things have been issues that I have been blatantly denied my constitutional right to address, and continue to be denied and restricted in
So she's dancing around now like this.
addressing. So even when I appear to be happy and carefree and happy-go-lucky, even when I begin to disassociate, the reality still is what it is. I've not been heard. The constitutional rights and amendments that our ancestors have fought for have not been enforced, and I am a little more than a little frustrated.
That's how that one ends. Okay, so these ones she did delete. So this one, local Coco grabbed. Local Coco grabbed this. Apparently she had the comments off for. Whoa, look how big that is. Let's see. Let's see what this one's about. I haven't seen this one.
Number one, first and foremost, they started sending signs y código que dice que beauty, and making little threats that they didn't want to allow me time or opportunity to apply my makeup, or make myself feel presentable before coming outside in the world.
The hair's killing you? It doesn't look like fancy lioness hair?
After that, the stuff that's going on with my house, it's now this narrative that's nonstop, like this annoying lady's voice always talking, help her out, help her out. Like they want me to be so tormented and abused.
Well, the first video that we watched of her that she deleted, I think it's because she said that she is going crazy. Like she admitted that she's actually going crazy. Like she's blaming they for making her go actually crazy. All the other lives, she said that she's not going crazy, but they're trying to make her go crazy. And that's why I think she privated that one. I don't know about this one because I haven't seen it though.
Literally, I'm begging them for help again. It feels like that's the only time that I'm able to get anyone to do anything. Like, unless they have me like in such a chokehold that I could barely fucking breathe anymore, that visibly to the outside world, I'm about to like turn blue and fucking die. No one does anything at all. They just fucking sit around being bums. I don't know what else to say about it. Bums as fuck. Like,
Bums
for real.
AF.
I just
yo.
left my house. I had 16 miles till empty.
Bums are us?
I'm 2 miles from my house, and now my car says it has no gas. 0 miles till empty. That's what it says. I just left my house. It said 15 miles till empty. Like, how the fuck is it on 0 miles till empty? If I just left my house, it said 15 miles till empty, and I don't live 15 miles from Boys Town. Can anyone explain that? Also, when the Kia started to crash into vehicles that were parked on its own,
What do you mean it did that on its own? It just started crashing into things on its own without you in the car?
it start vibrating and beeping and doing all sorts of fucking shit that I cannot control, that I have no knowledge or awareness of how to turn on or off, that I clearly had no input with. Now they're making my car do the same shit. Fucking vibrating like it's an analog steering wheel. Vibrating like it's a fucking Xbox controller. It's every day. Again, like how it was in 2021. Like bad. Every day from all angles, all my family members randomly, like in different order, kicking off some shit, strangers, just random occurrences of audio visual disturbances that are definitely not natural or organic in nature. As I've said before, I will wipe something and before my very eyes, the same fucking thing I just wiped up will then become an issue again. Right now, Xavier and I got into my car. There was no ticket on my car. I began driving, and it almost was as if someone from the side of the street threw a ticket and it landed on my windshield. Like, has my physical body been kidnapped and I'm being held in some sort of virtual studio or like holding area or something? Because the shit.
As she was pulling off, they like jumped and put the ticket on?
Going on around us is not making sense. Xavier, yes or no that just happened? And now they're saying that I owe another 65 on top of the 5,000 that they're already predatorily saying I owe them to get me to pay them every 2 weeks.
Stop parking in stupid places. How come everyone else in the city of Chicago can do this and not have problems? I don't get it.
I don't even know like what to say anymore. Then they're feeding me so much fake news. I told you guys in my news feed, it says ICE agent gets run over. Then the girl or some other person that I'm speaking with is, oh my God, the girl got hit, shot in the face. She got shot in the face and she didn't even try to run over an ICE agent. It's like half the world is giving me one set of bullshit and the other half the world is giving me a different set of bullshit.
Just read like routers. I think it's routers, Snopes. I don't know. You can't figure out how to differentiate bullshit. This one makes me think like not even think. I know that none of the crazy stuff Heather describes is actually happening to her because it's just so out of the realm of possibility. Like Occam's razor, but never. It just doesn't make sense, man. So, anyways,
I don't. There is no trusted news source anymore. Like there's just a bunch of fucking drama and I don't exist in this world.
drama,
Stop putting
not drama, drama.
me in this space
With a U.
of tomfoolery and shenanigans. Seriously. I don't like it here at all. In any way, shape, or form. At all. Do not like it. I like to a setting where I get paid more than enough money that I need. And I'm not talking about the paycheck of somebody who lives in the middle of nowhere. Okay? Who, you know, their cost of living is about 1/8 of what I make. I'm not here to be compared to some fucking hillbilly or you. And you hear this, right? You hear this? You hear these recurring themes? It's fucking crazy as fuck. The doppelgangers, full swing, full fucking swing. Can you imagine waking up?
The doppelgangers are in full swing.
That's what I want to ask you. Can you imagine waking up and all of a sudden there are 3 or 4 cheap impersonations of your son-in-law walking around you, and then your
Of your son-in-law.
in-law that you don't even really talk to sends you a text message saying some crazy shit?
Oh, her daughter's boyfriend. I was like, who the fuck is her son-in-law? I thought Xavier had a kid for a second or something, but that wouldn't make sense. That would be her stepkid.
Can you even imagine? And then you continue, on about your day, trying to ignore it to the best of your ability. And all of a sudden there's a doppelganger of your mom, a doppelganger of your sister, a doppelganger of your dad, a doppelganger of your ex-husband, a doppelganger of your ex, who, a doppelganger of, this bitch, that bitch. I don't have enemies. I don't talk to people. I don't interact with or create relationships to give anyone enough access to me to dislike me. I don't fucking care. The
What is this channel, bro? I mean,
only place I even express myself is here. And it's, again, as I've said before, so that when the police are finally awarded the opportunity to take action and do an investigation on everything that's been happening in and around this situation for the last 6 to 10 years, that I'll be able to go back and say, oh, you did know that 7 years prior, because not only did I call you and tell you, but I also put it on the internet, because after I called you and told you, you made me feel, bad for telling you the truth. Right? And that there's people planning to harm me, and there's people that planning to harm my car, and there's people planning this, and you guys looked the other way and allowed them to fucking punch my mirror off of my car. This is a 1-year-old car. I just bought this car 4 months ago.
glasses are sideways too.
It's a 2024. Why in the fuck are you destroying my belongings?
I don't even think she needs glasses. I don't know why she wears glasses. It's weird. Think to make herself seem smart.
It's gross.
I'm blind without my glasses.
There's no
I can't see
fucking
shit.
continuity at all whatsoever. Feels like the only
Oh.
people that I have around me are just trying to see what they could get from me. So how do I shake them off? Shake them the fuck off. So here I am about to pull up to gas pump number 2 when a man pulls directly into my way with the license plate that says game on it.
Game?
You guys see that?
Games?
You could see that, right? And
Oh, she muted. Damn it. Damn it. Heather. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. This is how it ends? No, Heather, no. No, you gotta know. It stays on mute? No, she takes it off mute? Okay, that's good. Heather's in the Matrix. Yeah, she is. Now we're looking at the ceiling. Wow. Then now it's the end. I guess she doesn't take it off mute. Oh. Oh. They curated her mute. I guess so. I don't know. That don't happen then. Here. This is the other stream, like a 2-minute stream.
They're taking the loved ones who have family members of law enforcement or any sort of DA, state's attorneys, et cetera, and so forth, judges, and they are
Local Coco also grabbed this one.
making those people, the people who are families of the prosecution for people who have done fraud, they're making them live shitty lives. They're taking away their work. They're destroying their car, their clothes, all their things. They're leaving them in the most ghetto, trashy fucking filth and circumstances of their technological communications. They're basically holding them hostage. It's definitely domestic terrorism. And then they are calling everyone to suffer. And a lady just got in my car. Well, whatever. I'll keep that for another day. But they're holding
A lady got into her car?
the loved ones of authority members in and around the city as some sort of bargaining chip. And then sometimes the authority members trade them out for someone who they know from, like, you know, so they're taking the loved ones who have family members of law enforcement or any sort of DA, state's attorneys, et cetera, and so forth.
Yeah, Xavier's the father of her most recent baby.
Judges, and they are making those people, the people who are families of the prosecution for people who have done fraud, they're making them live shitty lives. They're taking away their work. They're destroying their car, their clothes, all their things. They're leaving them in the most ghetto, trashy fucking filth and circumstances
That was a funny one, yeah.
of their technological communications. They're basically holding them hostage. It's definitely domestic terrorism. And then they are calling everyone to suffer. And a lady just got in my car. Well, whatever. I'll keep that for another day. But they're holding the loved ones of authority members in and around the city as some sort of bargaining chip. And then sometimes the authority members trade them out for someone who they know from, like, you know, who isn't related to them, basically. And they're holding them like that. They're holding them ransom, and they're making them pay these big ass fucking sums of money to give them a better quality of life again.
Sounds like she just did some drug. She deleted that one too. Okay. And then this, oh, actually, you know what? She did some stories on her Instagram before the Rico stream. So there's this stream. Not this stream. This was a Instagram post.
Okay, we're at the gym. I had to wait 24 hours from yesterday when I got my injections because you're not allowed to exercise the same day. I'm going to exercise and then I'm going...
So she got more injections, you guys.
Out to work for another 2 to 3 hours. I already did like 6 hours this morning. I'm trying to limit myself to like 6 to 8 hours a day.
She somehow looks worse, in my opinion, but it's not for me. It's for Heather.
Since I work 7 days a week. Or I might want to increase that to 12 hours and then decrease the number of days. But for right now, we're doing 7 days a week, 6 to 8 hours a day. That's a decrease to what I was doing the last 3 months, which was 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I've heard.
I don't believe that. I don't believe she was working that much before. But okay. Okay. So this is the live stream with the kid. So the kid is blurred. But you can hear Heather in the background, like, talking about stupid shit. You'll see. You'll see what I mean.
Oh, hello there, sir.
And then you'd think that Heather would have deleted the live, because why would you want your kid on the YouTube channel? But no, she just made a short out of the live stream as well.
Apple, what a handsome boy.
So her kid's just screaming, not even her.
Are you all done eating? No, baby. Can I have it back?
I don't think she's supposed to. Maybe this was Heather's loophole. Oh, if Weston accidentally starts live streaming, then I can have him on my social media.
Like, I want to have a BBL because I have these, like my waist is fine, but then I have these lumps on the side. Thanks, but I want to get rid of these lumps and just make it look like this without the lumps. You know what I mean? But I might be able to do it with cavitation. You know that laser that they use to rub the area?
So like this is to see her kid, and so she gives her kid her phone and talks to a social worker about fucking aesthetics.
So I'm thinking about that, and it's cheap. I was trying to get a syringe of Juvederm on Groupon because they're like $8 at the place I go to, but they have them for $6 on Groupon. I found a place for $4.05. Went there to Pier, downtown.
Might be X's mom.
Dearborn and Clark. Same girl I go to for my Botox. They fired the girl I go to for my Botox, and the fucking girl that was in her place was the worst thing I ever met in my life. She called me.
So this might be why only one side of her face is done, because apparently the regular girl isn't there anymore, and this new girl she got into some fight with.
Scary and ugly, and said that she would not touch my face if I paid her, and I'm like, well, I am paying. I already paid like $400, and she refused to inject me, so I left. I found
maybe the other side.
A place called Secrets in Lyle. Have you heard of that? I don't know. It's like 20 minutes west of here. Riviness and Restylane, which are both filler. The injection there says way better than Juvederm, $285. And she'll save half for you if you feel like it's too much. So she saved 40. She did 60 for $285, and now I have that other 150 on Groupon. So I'm like, okay.
Groupon fucking Juvederm or whatever.
What do they
Botox
have on Groupon? Every fucking thing that you could ever imagine. Like, there's nothing they don't have on Groupon. So I was telling Xavier we could do 3.
This is the kid's YouTube live. Like, the kid had the phone for a majority of this time until Heather realized. I think Heather knew it was live the whole time. Weston was live and then turns it off.
Full dance classes each. Who knows? ¿Quieres bajar? Do you want to get down from there? Please don't set my phone in the grape juice. Papi. Oh. Hello.
So that's Heather being like, oh, I'm on live stream.
Oh. Hi. You are.
So I don't know. A lot of people are like, by 2 years old, you should be forming some sentences or at least know words. But Weston doesn't know any words, apparently. He just goes, la, 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 la. I don't remember when I started talking. As far as I remember, I was born talking, but that's impossible. So I really don't know. That's probably because he was born fucking drugged out. So that's it, you guys. That's it for this. I think that's it. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Trying to think. Heather said that they are saying he's delayed. Well, he was probably delayed. You know? So that's probably accurate. It's probably accurate. Yeah, he was in the NICU for a while after birth. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. So if I am, then I'll just throw it into Feral Friday next week. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And stay safe. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are gonna have a great weekend. Should be a great weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm tired. See you guys. Toodaloodles.